Okay, episode 10 of Shop Talk Podcast. Here we go.
No, hey guys.
No, hey guys for me. This is my intro. Episode 10.
Okay, good job, Brody.
Thank you.
Okay, we're back.
Yes, after a week break because of
bad.
Kyle.
My bad.
Yeah, you were pretty sick, Kyle.
Yeah.
Figure it out.
Throwing up and everything.
Yeah, I was down in the dumpies.
Oofed up.
Nice.
I recovered though.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you feel good now.
Yep.
No, episode 10, big guest in studio, Fox.
Calling me fat already?
Yes, yes we are.
All right.
Fox Shocks, guru, technician. What's your actual title?
I think race technician.
Oh, okay. Oh, that sounds pretty good.
Yeah.
Yeah, Vince VanSlyke. How's it going?
Good.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Vince is actually a podcast pro. He's done podcasts before.
Semi-pro.
Yep.
Done 2 before. I think 3 is.
Oh, really? Oh,
just
there's only that
semi-pro.
many?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. With Gary Walton.
Yeah.
Yeah. He was Ride 3X65. Why did he change his name? He's now RMP Adventures.
RPM.
RPS.
It's okay.
RPM.
Yeah.
Letters are hard.
Yeah.
I think because he's not officially doing the whole snowcross thing this
Oh,
year.
really?
So he's trying to do some other stuff with his sponsors with like outdoors and everything.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I seen you change his name. I was kind of curious on
Yep.
where he was going with that.
Yeah.
But, so yeah, episode 10. How's it going, you guys?
Good.
Good to be back. It was weird taking a week off.
Yeah.
It was weird.
It did feel kind of
Like
weird.
Sunday, I was like ready for it and it never happened. I'm like, God damn, this sucks. I'm all like kind of antsy now. Just have to sit in my house alone.
Well, we left the people with a good episode. The Brian Dyrdahl episode did really well. So thanks to everybody that watched it, listened to it, enjoyed it. I mean, it was good.
Yeah, it was awesome.
I enjoyed it.
And it was the longest podcast so far.
Yeah.
So far.
Yep. Here under 3 hours.
You could,
my God.
Yeah, you could beat
You've been
him.
listening to too much pulp. We got race sleds to work on. Jesus Christ.
Yeah. Yeah. Speaking of new race sleds, the new catalyst is out.
Yep. We got it.
Sweet.
We got it. Started working on it last night. For any Catalyst guys that listen to this that you're going to start working on your sled, the ice sway bar is hard to get in. It is a really tight fit.
It looked like it should even come out, or you should be able to put one back in.
Yeah. So yeah, the new sway bar is really hard to get in. But we got it all bolt. So the whole front end of the sled is done. We thought we were going to have these shocks all set up and everything we set up last year, and we're like, oh, these are going to work perfect on the Catalyst next year. And we get the Catalyst and it comes stock with way shorter shocks.
Oh.
So these shocks that Dad had been stoked about all year, they didn't even work on the sled.
Still got 1,200 miles on it now, don't you? Test miles?
On the Catalyst?
Yeah.
No, it hasn't been started yet.
You've been out there every day.
God.
No, it hasn't been started yet. So we've been working on it all day today and all night last night. So skid frame should be in it now tonight. Dad's doing that right now. And then Dad's
Had a good time then.
Yeah. I kind of felt bad as we were leaving. We could have helped Dad put the skid frame in, but
There's only 2 bolts.
There's only 2 volts, but sometimes it's a bugger.
Yeah.
no.
I watched the Ben Langus video. How he took the skid frame out. Yeah. It's a new chassis from what I can see.
Yeah. Ben did a really good job on that video.
Yeah.
It was really, really in depth. So that was fun to watch on how it actually comes apart.
Yep.
Did you see it?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Belt drive.
Yeah.
Yeah, belt drive and the exhaust is like facing the wrong way, it seemed like.
It's
Just
been
got a goofy curve.
Yeah,
to it.
it goes the other way. It goes opposite of what normal sleds do.
No, it's been like that in the Arctic Cats for a while now, hasn't it?
Since Firecat.
Yeah.
What?
It's turning that way. Yeah.
Oh, well, I've been looking at too many Polaris.
Just been hanging out with the neighbors.
Yeah. He's still on the Apex over there.
Yeah, true. Well, that was a totally different setup.
It's under the seat.
Sounds awesome too.
Hell yeah, it does.
It did.
Like a banshee crawling out of the hood.
We had said that before, like the little Japanese guy that thought, let's put an R1 motor in a snowmobile.
So many of the parts, it's just all 01, 02 R1 parts.
Oh, really?
Oh, yeah. It's like just off the shelf stuff, Jap Pow.
That's sweet. That's really cool.
But no, no, we're pretty excited about this new catalyst. Dad's actually going up to catalyst school tomorrow.
Oh, no way.
Yep, they're having a catalyst school at the race shop tomorrow. He's going to go up there and figure out how this new sled works. So
Professional.
I'll be damned. That's kind of cool.
So yeah, I'm sure it'll be Langus and probably David Brown, kind of just showing everybody the ins and outs of the new sled. So it'll be interesting to see what Dad learns up there. But yeah, it'll be interesting once it gets on the ice.
Mm-hmm.
That's where
like a potato farmer or something.
But yeah, So yeah, Artie Cat's finally out. So I posted a video of us unboxing it on Facebook. People are mean.
Hey, hey.
What?
Yeah, I know.
So
I know what
this
you're talking
unboxing video. It's just like us showing the new sled. Like, oh man, it's a cool new Artie Cat. And people are like, yeah, Artie Cat sucks. Like, oh, it looks like a Skidoo. And like, oh, gay. It's like, man,
That's why you don't read the comments.
if you can't say anything nice, don't say anything at all.
Okay, let's calm
It's
down.
the internet,
It's the
dude.
internet.
Let's kill him with kindness, you guys.
Shut up.
Come on.
Yeah, not everybody has that, hey guys, attitude.
Yeah.
Trying to get a spot on PBS here or something.
Yeah, Mr. Rogers.
But yeah, both on Facebook and TikTok, people were really mean to me.
You need a hug or something?
Yeah.
You need to grow a thick skin there, brother. Jesus
I just
Christ.
thought it was odd on just how people were just.
They're trolls. They're
yeah,
not actually mean. They're just talking shit to talk shit.
Yeah,
because
that's
it's fun. Because
that's what
no
they
one's
were
going to
like,
punch
too.
them in the face.
Yeah, never know.
Yeah, true. I wanted to message a few guys, be like, I'll pay your entry fee. Please come race me. Please show up on your 96 XCR and race me.
What are you talking about?
Well, no, I creeped on a few guys. It's like, come on, you're really talking smack. But so anyway,
I say fuck them. Don't even give them time of day.
yeah, I did reply to a few guys. I was like, thanks for the watch.
Yeah.
You watched it at least.
True. Thanks for the nice guys out there that
Yeah.
actually care. And
Yeah, some people
are
are stoked.
normal.
Some people are stoked on it.
Yeah.
So yeah, just that's my race, my Fox rant.
Cool.
Is it in Paul Max, they do race tech rant?
Oh.
Or Fox rant.
Okay.
The Fox Rant.
Makes sense.
Rant. Yeah, yeah.
I'm mad most of the time. So makes sense.
Yeah.
Huh. But anything else like to start with, or we just deep dive?
Let's deep dive right into it.
Oh boy.
Okay, VanSlyke.
That's me.
So you're a Fox Tech and you raced a Polaris.
I did, yeah. the one year that I raced.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. You did damn good too.
Especially like that one weekend, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah. I forget what the results were at Pine Lake, but I think it was a third in semi.
We didn't have Pine Lake.
Or
Oh yeah,
yeah, that was
that was the first year we went straight down to Okobo. No, we went to Cable, Wisconsin.
Yeah.
and then down to Okoboji.
yeah. Was it a third place or semi-pro, something like that?
Like year end, it was third in stock, I think, or improved, even though it's the same class. But yeah,
You weren't
third and
changing
fourth.
pipes and stuff.
No,
in
God,
between.
no. I didn't do anything.
Change pipes and track.
Yeah, just show up, have a chocolate milk, go out for qualifying.
I like your style.
People are testing and stuff. I'm like, it's fine. It's just gonna suck anyway.
But no, you won one semi-pro stock or two.
So the first day at Okoboji,
Yeah.
I thought we were like, they just missed the white flag. And then we came around and it was white. And I'm like, wait a minute. We already did 6 laps. Like, this is the 7th lap. I'm like, I looked back and like kind of got flustered and then blew like you went through like those 2 little chicanes and then had a tight left-hander.
Yep.
Went across the lake, just put it into the snowbank there. And Paul went under me. I'm like, yeah, you're not going to be able to get back around him. So kind of 2, but only 1.
Oh, okay. That's
Because
kind of
I told them like, hey, we did 7 laps. And so they ended up giving us both first place points and money, but Paul got the trophy for it.
The actual first place across
Because like
the
everyone
line.
saw him
Yeah.
go across the line first. So. Yeah.
that's like Brian Dyrdahl's story when they were up at that oval race and they gave him the white flag 3 times. He said,
That happened to me at Staples. in hare scramble. I got the white flag twice.
Really?
Yeah, I'm like,
God.
aren't we done yet? Like, what is I put in like 4 heaters thinking we're almost over. I'm like, I gotta do another one. Like,
How mad? I couldn't imagine how mad I'd be if I saw the white flag a second time and I got to do another lap.
yeah, and it's Junior, so I know him. Well, not like Polaris Junior.
Oh,
yeah,
yeah.
that works. He works at Polaris now, but races dirt bikes a lot and stuff. And like, are you fucking kidding me? Like, he's like, keep going. No,
I don't want to. I'm done.
over this.
Yeah, I couldn't imagine.
Yeah.
That would piss me off.
Yeah, it was like 2 hours and 31 minutes or something that day. It ended up being
Oh my God.
stupid.
At Eagle River during that LCQ when it was a photo finish there at the end, that was actually, I didn't even see the white flag. And so that was, the photo finish was at the checkered. And here me and that town brother, we kept going. We did one more lap, not even seeing the checkered flag.
You got the checkered flag twice.
Yep. And so I was like, oh, I just wanted to get an extra practice lap in.
Yeah.
No, that's funny. So Vince, you work for Fox, but you worked for Indian before it?
Yeah, I was at Indian for a little over 7 years, I think.
How'd you get into Indian? Like,
So my boss at Indian, he went through the same Alex Tech program that I did. And they, when they figure out, like when they bought Indian, it was like 2011 or something. And so he must have emailed or something, my motorcycle instructor, which was only like a year before that I had been done. And so he's like, hey, send me some motorcycle guys' resumes. So it was 3 of us from Alex Tech, and we actually, all 3 ended up working there at the same time. But yeah, so he called and took that job. It's like, yeah, this is a lot better than going back to school. So
Totally.
yeah.
so where was that based out of then?
Indian?
Yeah.
In Wyoming, Minnesota, because
Oh, really? Oh, just north of North Branch.
South and North Branch,
South and
north
North
of Forest Lake.
Yep. Yep.
Yeah.
There's a Wyoming, Minnesota.
Oh yeah, there's all kinds of
There's
states.
a
under towns.
Virginia, Minnesota.
Well, I knew that.
Yeah.
But Wyoming too?
Yeah.
There's like a Canada and a little Canada, I think, too.
Oh yeah, they're all right next to each other.
Yeah.
There's
Great.
an Albany, Minnesota, and when I tell people I live in Albany or whatever, and they'd be like,
New York.
Yeah, down by St. Cloud.
Yeah.
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 Albany.
Yeah. No, I lived in Albany, New York, but people thought I lived in Albany, Minnesota.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Sure. Huh. So then, so how did you told us some weird stories about your days at Indian that,
Yeah.
What'd you do? What exactly did you do at Indian?
So I was a development technician there. So we were, working on new bikes and stuff like that. And that was, well, I mean, the whole 7 years I was technically a development tech, but then the last like 3 years, I pretty much only did suspension and stability work along with like a lot of prototype bike work and stuff like that. So yeah, we'd lots of riding and stuff like that, like test riding, and the stability work is kind of sketchy. Like when you explain it to people, it doesn't feel sketchy, especially when you do it a bunch, but like literally you get on this bike, like mostly baggers. So, 1,000-pound motorcycles, air-cooled V-twins. It's the same shit as 1900. And you go start out at like 90 miles an hour and go up to speed limiter, which is anywhere from 115 to 120.
Jesus.
And then so you're on the bike and you just give it a hip shake. And the bike does this, it weaves, and you just see how long it takes to damp out. Like I never had one diverge, and I didn't like hit the guardrail and become a human cheese grater, obviously. But yeah, like, I mean, you get guys out there, because we go to Yuma at the GM proving grounds a lot, and you'd pass these like Mexicans in cars just doing their little test, and I'm on the bike going like this, like 120, like, you got to shut that guy down. He's all over the road. I'm like, I know. Like,
That's my
it's
job.
fine. Yeah.
How is that a job? That is insane.
That's a
How
sweet
that's still
job.
flying.
Yeah.
Are they still doing that?
That's the only way to do it.
That's
Like we went over to Spain a couple times, like the KTM guys are there, like BMW guys, and yep, same shit.
Oh my God.
They're out there just wagging bikes around the course. Like,
That's crazy.
That was what I was mind blown. It's like you're putting a motorcycle into a swap.
yeah. Well,
At top
not
speed.
So it's not head shake, because like so there's weave and there's wobble. So what I'm doing is a weave where the whole bike is doing, and like a wobble is when it's just the handlebars.
When
And
just
that's
the
like,
bars are going.
yeah, like that's where you've seen the
tank
the Harley,
slapping.
yeah,
Yeah.
tank slapper stuff. That's a wobble. Like,
Okay.
you see all those Harley guys crash because like they've got some wobble problems. But
Yeah.
So Indians, they're legit.
for the most part, yeah. I mean, just don't overload the shit out of them, which is pretty much rule of thumb in motorcycles. So
But
Yeah.
Brody, you rode motorcycles, so how fast did you ever get on your little Ninja 300?
114. Yeah. Yeah. That was awesome.
Just crank the bars when you're going down.
Not crank the bars.
Those things are
shake your ass.
way more stable.
Yeah.
Like,
True. I never had a single problem with any type of.
It turns out when you have actual modern technology, like shit works.
Exactly.
It's not this big 1,000-pound piece of fucking iron.
No, I never felt scared one time on that thing.
Yeah. But yeah, that was where I was mind blown, is like just intentionally putting a bike into a bob and weave or a shake. It's like, that's gnarly.
How did the first test go? Like your first, like, oh, you're going to go out there. Your first time ever.
It was probably like my second or third trip where like the engineer was like, all right, let's just go out and we'll ride these bikes back to back. Cause there's like 3 or 4 of them. So we all just went out and rode them, and I just followed him. Like, oh, this is how you do it. Okay.
And you just watched him.
Yeah, pretty much.
Almost lose it. It's like, all right, my turn now.
Yeah, he's like, oh yeah, I just don't like, he's like, do this, and you kind of, you don't really, you hold on to the bars, but you don't, because like that's the other thing. When people get like, if you get that head shake, people are like, oh, you got to grab tight. Well, that's like the worst thing you can do, because you're a huge spring. So all it does is make things way worse. And then you lose a hand and you try to grab it. People break thumbs and wrists. It's like, just let go with one hand and the problem solves itself.
That's sketchy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
God damn, that's wild. That is so wild. You'd think there'd be a better way in 2023.
I mean, you've seen like some of those Yamaha videos where they've got like a robot.
They got robots?
Yeah, that are like riding motorcycles. They're like, yeah, we can do some sketchy tests and stuff now.
What the heck? I got to watch some YouTube videos when this is done.
I think a couple of years ago, it came out with some Valentino Rossi video where they like, it goes around a racetrack.
That's crazy.
Holy shit.
Yeah.
That's cool as hell.
Like by itself.
Damn.
It's not like it's not like an RC thing. Like,
No, it's just a robot on a track.
it's like AI. So
God damn.
Terminator is real, it turns out.
Oh, yeah. It's getting more real every day.
Like Skynet is aware.
Oh my God.
Coming in hot. Can't wait.
So yeah, that was what. Oh my God, that was one story I knew of that I wanted to bring up. That I wanted to get out there. That's some gnarly stuff there.
Yeah.
So you were a good dirt bike rider before that then? Or no?
No, like, so my boss at Polaris and then, the other guy that I work with, Junior, like they're both like AA hare scramble champions. It's like I came in and I didn't even have a dirt bike when I started at Polaris. That was a really dark time in my life.
Oh, so you were with Polaris before Indian, or you?
Well, it's the same thing.
Oh, you're
because they own it.
Did they back then? Or
2011 they bought
when they
Indian.
bought it?
So I started in 13. I think 13.
Sure.
I don't know. Whatever.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I didn't even have a dirt bike, and so I got one again after having some street bike stuff. I'm like, almost got killed by a bunch of people driving like idiots, and I'm like, let's ride dirt bikes. Trees like can't pull out in front of you. You just hit them. And so I just started riding with those guys, and like they convinced me to do a hare scramble. Like the second year I was there, ran like 250B and got like 4th or something at Millville. I'm like, oh, whatever, cool. Didn't race for like 5 years. And then had been riding a lot, and then ran 250A on a YZ125 and got like 2nd at Millville.
Oh, damn.
I'm
That's
like,
pretty
okay,
damn cool.
like sweet. Like this is, I guess we're okay at this.
Yeah. Exactly.
Like almost won Kensington, I think, that year. But that was a fun race, and that bike was really fun too.
Yeah, the YZ125.
Oh God, that thing was fast.
You're a Blue Crew.
Oh yeah.
You're diehard Blue Crew.
I had a couple KTMs that sucked.
That's what I said in that one episode. I was like, I got some hard takes on KTMs. I said, my buddy Vince, Blue Crew.
He looks sad over there now, like he likes KTMs.
No, I just don't know. I've never ridden a KTM. I've just heard KTMs suck, but I don't have the firsthand experience on how bad they suck. I don't know.
I hope Edelman's doesn't watch this video.
Your New York sponsor?
Who I bought my sled from, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Polaris KTM dealer.
Yeah. Oh, really?
Gas, Husqvarna.
Yep.
Big into the hare scrambles and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yep. They do good out there.
Oh yeah.
Hey, good for them.
It's insane.
I mean, Caleb Russell won how many championships on a KTM? So and Ryan Dungey and Cooper Webb, and so they obviously work. But for some people, they don't work.
No.
Yeah.
Vince, they didn't work.
Not for me. Teach their own.
Man, this mic arm is awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah. You had to bring it up, huh?
Yeah. Because I can't get over it. I can't keep kind of looking at it, and I'm like, God, I'd usually be up tight to the table, and I'm just nice and relaxed back here.
How do you think I feel?
Nice.
See, I don't mind sitting like this. I could sit like this for 3 hours, like I did with Brian.
Well, I'll switch yeah, that's better.
See, you just kind of arch the back.
It's nice.
Right.
It's like, oh, these chairs do have backrests.
Like, not important.
Yeah, stop talking, Gunner.
So Vince, you what came to the end of the Indian career then?
I mean, I had just been there for a while. I was kind of doing the same thing, and it was getting really corporate.
Oh, really?
Yeah, like when I started, it was pretty loose. Like we were just doing stuff, like you get stuff done, and it was, for me anyway, it was like pretty corporate and lots of meetings, and you couldn't really do a whole lot, and there wasn't like a lot of new stuff kind of coming out. I was just like,
Did you
do something new? So
did you have any part with like the Indian like FTR like flat track racing stuff?
yeah, I did a little bit of testing with that stuff.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so we did some dyno stuff, and we did I made a track at Indian. We just like kind of did that and did some kind of secret testing stuff there with Kyle Onsorg, who is like an extremely good motorcycle rider. It turns out it's like this scrawny little kid, soft spoken. he had like lap records at Brainerd and stuff like that.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
Yeah. He's a good dude. He's still there, and he raced King of the Baggers and what's the hooligan class in Moto America this year for Indian.
Yeah.
He's like an Olins guy and all that.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. He got pretty messed up like a few years like when I was at Polaris, like he was at Mankato riding, and his 450 just cut out on the face of this big triple and just went over the bars and like broke his back and stuff
Holy
like that.
shit.
No.
Yeah, it was not good.
Damn.
For like a couple of years, he was pretty beat up.
And yeah, you said he was young. How young was he?
I
when
mean,
that
he's
happened?
a couple of years younger than I am, so
okay.
not like young, but I
Okay.
mean, he's just this tiny little dude. So yeah,
Oh, that's shitty.
yeah, but he's all good now.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah.
Yeah, it didn't completely get ruined his whole life.
No. I remember when I realized how much better of a motorcycle rider he was than me. Is we were at this ice race, and him and I think his name is Jason Larson were Ironmanning this 3-hour ice race. And he's like, yeah, I bet for the first hour, those two dudes were like every corner just swapping back and forth, like right next to each other. It was great when they'd lap me. I could watch it for a little while. But he's like, he came up to me after that. He's like, yeah, I knew I wasn't going to win this thing. Cause like I was in a corner, I could see he had the really big tank, and I'm like, oh, he could see like an extra gallon of fuel in this guy's gas tank. He's like, oh, I got to stop one more time than he does. We're not going to win. I'm like, yeah, that's the last thing I'm thinking about when I'm like
Looking at other
slid
people
over on the ice, and he's just like, oh, he's got more gas than me. I'm like, yeah, I'm lucky. Like I was on a CR 500 that year. I'm like, hey, it started. Sweet. Like, hopefully the brakes don't quit working. Like,
That's weird at the Sioux, and it always throws you off, like to think of something like that. Like, hey, how much gas do you got? What's your fuel level? It's like, oh, okay, yeah, it's a half tank. It's like something you'd never usually think of.
Yeah.
And then you're looking at somebody else's tank even too.
Yeah.
So speaking of the Sioux, have you been or
I raced it 1 year.
okay?
So the year before I raced like the full 4-race cross country series, I went with Alex. Well, so we had the mini mod. It was a Matrix, not Matrix, Axis, like just a 600 oil injected, fuel injected thing. So we wanted to just bring it there and be like, hey, like we pretty much didn't have to do a ton of stuff to this thing, and it just worked. And we didn't have a single issue the entire race except for some guy hit us on like lap 4. So I had to do some NASCAR shit and cut the enclosure out and re-rivet one on and all this other good stuff. But yeah. So yeah, that was a good time. I mean, it was dog shit slow. Like, I think the fastest it ever went at that course was like 105. So we qualified dead last. 30, I think it was 31st that year because not everybody was there, but we finished 11th.
Oh,
So because like you know, we had 7 inches of ice that year to start out with. So I got on at like lap 100, and it was gravel road. Like, oh, neat. So yeah, like I think I saw the bottom side of Tate's sled like 5 times. He'd like come around me and then hit the bank and roll. I'm like, oh, okay. And then he'd come back around me again. I'm like, well, must be nice. Like,
must be nice to have some speed.
right. I just move over and let the guys pass me in the straight. And then that thing handled really well though. Like he'd pass you, and then you you could like almost come right back under them in the corner.
Oh yeah, when you don't have enough speed, you can
Right.
just steer.
Yeah.
And I think it was lighter than the Polaris like factory sleds because it wasn't an IQR chassis. Like it wasn't a 20-year-old snowmobile.
Yeah. Isn't like the Access chassis like the snowcross sled they're using? Isn't it still essentially almost an IQR?
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
Tapered tunnel. Yep.
Yeah, well, but like the whole like structure, it's still steel weldment stuff. Like,
And looking at a Pro X, like the later generations of like a Pro X and Pro XR, they're pretty close to a IQR, like the tunnel and stuff like that. So they're running like old technology.
yeah, there's some old stuff on there. That's for sure.
Yeah, it's sweet though.
Yeah, like one of my favorite sleds always was like a 04 Pro X2 600, like the black and gray ones, and the short little black and gray seat on it.
Yep.
Man, those were cool sleds.
Yeah. The Pro 04 Pro XR 440 with the flames.
The orange ones too. Oh,
Yeah.
The flames.
oh, the actual race sled. Yeah.
Yeah. God damn it. They get me revved up. Anything with a trailing arm.
Yeah. Is that what does it for you, or is
Yeah,
it just
not a skidoo. Yeah. Yeah.
So no Articats then.
Yeah. Well, OG Articat guy here. Yeah.
the LT Grays?
LT Grace.
Yeah.
Yep. All the way up to, what is it? Yeah. Like 88. I suppose that's probably like the last ones that I really are like, oh my God, you know. After that, it's like ZRs. I'm not.
Did you see that video Arctic Insider put out of that brand new 01 Z440?
Yeah.
It was brand new.
There's a video that came out today of a factory mod or 05 factory mod or an 06 factory mod with 1 hour on it.
That fire cap.
Yeah.
Yeah, I seen that one too.
Yeah.
Brand new old sled.
Yep.
That's insane.
Never been put together or nothing.
Oh,
It was
really?
still- yeah.
Damn.
Yeah, it was still, they had just taken it out of the crate. Like,
It was
The
still.
bars were still bent down.
Oh my God, that's
Yeah.
insane. That'd be so cool.
it was like,
There's like some Yamaha dealer, I don't know, I think in Michigan or something, but they've got a brand new 97 VMAX 4, a brand new SX Viper, I think, and a brand new 03 RX1, all 0 miles just on the dealership floor.
Oh my God.
Never put gas in them or anything.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
I've
That's
seen it-
so cool.
a couple like that. It was like just a few weeks ago, it was like 2 brand new Banshees.
Yeah.
That were in the crate still. It's like, how does that happen?
Yeah.
Yeah. Why is that so cool? Where it's like never had gas in it. God, that's so cool.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
why is that so cool?
You know, you should have bought another catalyst just to leave in the crate.
Yeah.
True. Yeah. In 20 years when we're still doing this podcast, we could be like, we still got that crate sled.
Yeah.
It does say first edition on the bumper.
True.
Ooh,
Yeah.
Sweet.
Yeah.
Take it off.
Yeah. Don't put any miles on that sled.
Yeah.
Sorry, Dad. Your new sled is going
It's
back
being
in the
preserved. Yeah.
Just keep going to school.
box.
You can work on them up there.
You haven't learned enough.
Just wait till they put a 4-stroke in this.
Yeah. Yep.
True.
Well, I kind of wonder that to myself on what they're going to do with that. Cause in 2025, Yamaha is going to be done making snowmobiles.
So the 4-stroke platform.
So yeah,
They're still going to sell engines though.
do you think like, well,
Like that's
Arctic
what they've wanted to be for a long time. It's just an engine manufacturer.
engine supplier. Yeah.
Yeah.
But do you think Arctic will still go with that 7,000 for like they did for 2024 and then they'll do 2025? But after that, will they keep providing
know.
that 7,000?
I hope so.
I know. I hope so too.
Good engine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. I took the engine out of my old race sled, put it in the new one.
They want to wear the new one out.
Yeah. So we'll bring that new one into like a 2024 when we move up into those.
Yeah. Yeah.
I wonder how many people are going to think that's serious. Like,
Yeah.
our gunners out there, the 20,000 mile engine, it's perfectly broke in.
I know.
Perfect. Hey, if they do, good for them.
I mean, yeah, I hope they do.
Yeah.
But no, 7,600 miles on that one. Pretty broke in.
Is it?
Yeah. In the old race sled?
Okay.
Yeah. 7,600.
Hell yeah.
How many are in your nitro?
A little over 10,000.
Really?
Yeah.
Nice. Hell yeah.
Yeah. This new one has 2,500 old lady miles on it. So it's like perfectly broke in then.
I think mine had a good life when I bought it because I bought it with like 7,000 or something on it.
Oh, really? I sold mine with like the nitro I had like 6,000 on it.
Sure.
And it was slopped out. So sorry to the person that bought that.
Yeah.
that ended up all the way down in like southern Wisconsin though.
Perfect.
So yeah,
They don't get snow anymore.
yeah. Sorry to that person.
It's fine.
We don't get snow anymore, it seems like.
Right now we don't have any snow.
No.
Yeah.
That's perfect for Pine Lake.
It is.
True.
We've actually got decent ice for once.
Yeah,
I feel like
just
the
a
past like 5 years, it's just been sloppy shit.
Yeah, last year was dog shit
Yeah.
for.
That was just on how much snow we got. Too.
Yeah.
That snow wrecked it.
Yeah.
Like if it went to snowed that like 6 inches we got, man, it would have been a really nice course then.
If they don't have to plow at all, that's like a dream.
Yeah. So that's what we could talk about that me and Dad were out on Pine Lake today, walked all the way out from shore, all the way to the cattails, drilled about probably 100 holes or something. And it was 7 inches all the way across the lake. So I know they wanted to make a decision sooner than later for the race, but the forecast does not look promising for making ice.
No.
Like it looks good for we're not going to get any snow in the time coming, which helps out a lot because that snow really insulates it. Mm-hmm. But with no like cold nights, it's going to be really slow going.
Yeah.
But the lake is perfect. It is absolutely perfect.
It looks like a sheet of ice.
Yeah, my father.
You know,
It
you know
literally
what I'm
is.
talking about.
Yeah, it is a solid block of ice.
It looks like glass.
There you go. That's what you're trying to say.
I didn't bring my glass picks. I just brought ice picks.
No, my father-in-law said it is like the most perfectly flat ice he'd ever seen in many, many years. That's four-stroke ice there.
She's almost Yamaha safe in the middle, you're saying.
Yeah.
Almost.
Yeah, for glass, you're gonna want like a 60-degree angle on your studs instead of a 30. So
I'll get my file out then.
Would that work?
But yeah, so yeah.
It's bound to. He said it's on the internet now.
You ever been?
yeah, you ever been? Hey, that's another secret. Don't run a 60-degree. You run a tighter degree. Penetration.
Scratch lines.
Yeah, scratch lines and penetration is key.
But yeah, so yeah, I hope that the race is on time. Nobody else wants the race to happen on time because I know a lot of people that aren't ready, but I'm ready.
Yeah. Because you've been on the lake every
Hear
day.
that? I'm ready.
God damn it.
No,
You're talking shit over here.
no, technically not ready. I got a whole lot of clutching I got to do on this new one, but I'm more ready than other people because my sled's already been on the ice. So
I brought a bunch of clutching parts, but the likelihood that I'm going to use them is pretty low because I'm just like, I don't give a shit.
Yeah.
it only goes 110. That's fine.
Yeah.
So is the cat out of the bag that you're running a nitro?
We're gonna find out this weekend.
Okay.
See how well it goes tomorrow.
Awesome.
And then we'll make the call there.
Okay. So
Yeah,
Vince
otherwise-
VanSlyke Pro
Has to be pro open.
Open
Yeah.
Yamaha Nitro.
Yeah.
Why does it have to be pro open?
Because also that now, but the chassis is moved around a little bit.
Okay.
Mod.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
Full mod.
some trick shit going on.
Built, not bought.
Okay. No, that answers my question. I was like, what's wrong with a nitro? But okay, now I get it.
No, it's too old.
Yeah.
The 7-year production rule.
Okay.
Because they implemented that last year. Or is
No, this year. This is like the first year of it. Yep.
In Nazi Germany over here now.
Yeah, that's another thing that happened this week. A guy texted me wondering if I wanted to run a Gen 2 open sled. I was like,
At Pine Lake? Well, you can run a Gen 2 open sled.
yeah, in the open class, yeah.
Oh, hell yeah.
You might see me. Well, I'm real on the fence about it because the last time I seen the sled, it was like needs a lot of work.
Like we're talking trailing arm Gen 2 plates.
Trailing arm Gen 2
Thrice
600 mod sled.
Thrice
Yeah.
pipe.
No,
Oh.
Liberty Twin.
Yeah.
Never mind. Not cool.
Yeah.
No, it's fucking cool.
Breaking news.
Yeah.
Breaking news, you might see it out there.
Ooh.
But I got I got my fingers tied up in a lot of shit right now.
Yeah.
So,
Especially being sick over the whole
my big weekend to get a whole bunch of shit done. I was sicker than a dog.
whole Thanksgiving long weekend.
Yeah.
Just sick.
Yeah. I was like,
tough.
fuck, I'm gonna have everything ready to go. I'm just gonna be waiting for ice. And it's like,
Any chance you get out on the ice with us this weekend?
not this weekend. Brian's got my sway bars. And that's
okay.
kind of holding me up right now.
Because I talked to Tom York today. He said you were maybe going over to Ben York's.
Yeah, we'll see. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Might help Ben with a couple things, and then
Sure. We might have to make a run out to Ben York's, get some team clutching parts. Yep.
I just made an order. Could have called. Ordered some clutching parts. Yeah.
Oh, well, this is stuff Tom already has for me.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I called Tom.
Oh,
Have him order me up some parts.
heck yeah.
Some trick shit.
Heck yeah.
64s.
Secret stuff.
Letting the secrets out.
They like to carry their weight. I'll let you in on that secret. Alex Atine is just probably like shaking his head. He's like, 64s ain't gonna work.
So we got, so Vince, you went from Indian right to Fox then?
Yeah.
Going back into Vince's story.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah,
it's fun to
side
jump
turn.
around though.
It is fun. But I wanted to bring it back. Were you always in the snowmobiles or did you get in the snowmobiles?
God, yeah.
Okay.
No, we've been snowmobiling my entire lives.
Okay. Okay.
Blue crew the whole time.
Just about.
Yeah.
You know, I had to start out in a kitty cat. Everyone did.
Hell yeah.
But yeah, then phasers right away.
Oh, 488 or whatever the hell they were.
45?
Yeah.
Yeah, 45. The players are 488s.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know me.
So yeah, anyway. Yeah, phasers.
That's still sweet. Have you seen Glenn's?
Well, no, he sold it to, my dad bought one at an auction, but no, he sold it to Jared Mershman.
Is that who? Okay, I seen
Yeah.
Jared's. Yeah.
Yeah. So it had the Skidoo long track skid frame in it.
Didn't it have a 155 or was it a 144?
Oh, it was one of those Instagram phasers.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah. The wheelie monsters.
Phased and confused.
There you go, Jared. Get that sticker made.
Yeah.
Oh, it's already made. It's an Instagram page.
But no, we gave it a compression test. It had 150 pounds of compression on each side.
Probably had like 40,000 miles on it too.
No, I don't think the odometer worked on it, but
That's pretty typical.
no, I was really surprised by the compression. Like that's good compression on that old thing for sure.
yeah.
But Dad had that thing, fixed it all up, sold it to Jared. I don't know what he was planning on doing with it, but
Doing wheelies. Yeah, he told us that, like, oh yeah, these things do wheelies like crazy. We're like, what? And he just showed us some YouTube videos. It's like, holy shit, okay.
Yeah. It's awesome.
He's just Googling Tim Bender sleds right now.
I got a whole photo album of Tim Bender sleds. I'll tell you that.
Yeah. That's a
know
New
who
York
that
guy. Tim Bender's a New York guy.
yeah. I couldn't believe I went all these years until I listened to the Carbide podcast with Brett Bender. No idea that was his son.
What?
I had no idea
Oh my God.
until I actually listened to the episode. It's like, oh my God, I can't believe we didn't put 2 and 2 together.
I thought you liked the Blue Crew.
Huh? I did. I didn't know that Brett Bender was his, or that it was his son though, and he was on Polaris's. And I had no idea. So I
Figured
learned something new. Podcast, they'll teach you everything.
True.
And everything you didn't need to know.
Yeah,
Especially if you listen to this one.
this one's been in a car all over.
Yeah. 30-degree angle and 64s. Write that down.
Yeah.
Just a notebook paper of just random shit.
We should jot that down on the table. Just random. That'd be funny. We'll have a bunch of random notes on this table in pencil.
Yeah, but if you read them all, you'd have a perfect ice sled.
And here's all the people to call for all the parts.
Yeah.
So you've been into snowmobiles the whole time. How'd you get into Fox then?
I think I was out to lunch with Joe Wood
Oh, really?
when I was at Polaris, and we were just bitching about things we didn't like at our jobs. And he's like, "You should go work for Fox with Rick Strobel." I'm like, "Okay." And so like I literally got back from lunch, and sure as shit, they had a race tech position open because Ebert was leaving to go out east for the dirt track stuff.
Oh,
so I
really?
applied, and here we are. Now I change thin washers for a living.
Sweet.
But yeah, that's pretty cool though.
Yeah.
How it all just lined up like
Yeah.
that, just out of the blue.
Just bullshit, and here we are.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Meant to be.
Had you ever? Well, you obviously worked at Shocks at Indian,
Oh yeah.
but like before that, like going in, I suppose you did all that at school.
Yeah, so
Schooling.
that's where it started, was like pretty much in college when I was messing with shock stuff. Like I had done some stuff previous to that. So, I mean, it's been, I don't know, like 15 years. I've been working on suspension stuff.
Really?
Yeah, because I started in high school doing most of it.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, geez.
Just doing your own, just
Yeah.
messing with stuff, figuring it out. Yeah, that's awesome. Cool.
I wouldn't, if I in high school, I wouldn't have even known where to start.
Oh, hell no.
Right. Yeah. I didn't even know that you could apply for a race sled in high school. Like, how do you get an IQR?
Steal it.
Yeah. All I can find is these clapped out ones on Craigslist.
Yeah, that's what it was. Like, I need an IQR and I need to start racing right now. How do I get one?
Yeah.
Facebook.
Is that what?
Yeah. Craigslist. Craigslist was before Marketplace.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah. Marketplace really killed Craigslist.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was like,
Well, they started charging for a while.
yeah, yep, exactly.
I don't think they do anymore, but like, yeah,
it was
there's
like
nothing good.
$5 per post. And
Yeah.
like,
Well,
why?
there's so many scams, and like you still see it on Craigslist. Like there's the
Scams?
same like car posted like 4,000 times
Yeah.
when you search something. So it's to get rid of that. So you had to pay each time you posted.
Yeah, when you see just a fake picture of like a bike and a white background, it's
Yeah.
like that's a picture off of the internet. Like, come on.
This is legit. I will buy this.
No, I'm not buying that.
Oh, all I have to do is Venmo you. Perfect.
Perfect. I don't even have to, like, where's the phone number?
You need my social security, but sure, I guess.
Which I PayPal'd the guy for my nitro.
Oh, really?
Yeah, like because Eric bought the one, like Eric Fleischacker.
Yeah.
So he bought a nitro, works at Polaris.
Nice.
And like the guy had a second one there. And I'm like, God, I kind of want that thing. So I PayPal'd this dude like $4,000 to get this thing. And he's like, oh, the government's going to blah, blah. I'm like, no, it's fine. I'll send it to his friends and family. So I don't know. He probably had to pay taxes on it, but not my problem. I got a nitro.
Really? Oh, because I got a guy PayPal me $1,000 for my Dodge pickup that I sold, and he was down in Texas. I was like, "How did you see my truck up here in Minnesota?"
Yeah.
but he actually owned a business over in North Dakota, and then I was like, "Oh, okay, that makes a little more sense." But yeah, it Venmo'd me. Yeah, Venmo'd or PayPal'd $1,000 instantly,
Just to hold it.
just to hold it.
Sure.
And then he had his brother come over from North Dakota and come get it like 2 days later. It's like. There's times where the Venmo actually comes in handy, where like you can trust people with it.
Still kicking myself over that old Dodge. I wanted that thing.
I wish sometimes I wish I didn't sell it, but then sometimes it's like, oh man, it'd be rusty right now if I would have kept driving it during the winter.
Sure.
Little Gen 2s, they just eat rust.
I love it.
God damn, are they cool?
True. They are cool. I wish you did sell it sometimes too.
Yeah. Oh, you could roll coal just.
It's so cool. I'll never forget those guys in that parking lot of the hotel when we were at Heydays.
Yeah. Yeah, we in Cambridge we went to the hotel in Cambridge for Heydays, and we're pulling in the hotel, and there's these guys like over here and just waving us down to beat hell. It's
Three guys just waving and just doing the whole
the
windmill arrows and arrow.
It's like, what the fuck is this?
It's like,
guy
we gotta park next to these guys.
Well, no, we drove past them, and they were like,
Yeah.
like
So it's
this.
like we gotta park next to them. You
Yeah.
gotta turn around.
And yeah, we got out, and they were gonna hug us for driving this old Gen 2 Dodge. Like they were stoked.
It was awesome.
Oh my God.
It was they were at like a wedding party, and so they were up. Everyone else went to bed. They're drinking in the parking lot, and
hell
yeah, they were like, "Oh, it's so cool to see young guys driving these trucks."
Yeah. So yeah, that was pretty cool.
Yeah.
The Grover family is a Gen 2 factory.
LT Grays and Gen 2.
But you know what's good, you stick with it.
Oh God. God, we're just bouncing.
Yeah.
I don't even know how we got on that.
No, I can't remember either.
You just went, bro. It's like, yeah, that's a Gen 2. I know what you're talking about.
Of course, mine was a manual too, so it just
Even more badass.
and then a 2-second pause.
Trying to double clutch.
So Vince, you went to Fox
Yep.
and been to Fox now for quite a while.
A little over 3 years. Yeah.
It's only been 3 years?
Yeah.
Oh, really? Oh. But you've been doing suspension for a long time.
Yeah.
15 plus. Okay.
Yeah.
That's not a Gen 2. That's like a fucking 350 Chevy,
Yeah.
98, 350 Vortec.
Cut off exhaust.
Yeah.
Somebody just drove
Tornadoes.
by in a loud pickup.
Yeah.
If you're wondering.
They probably heard it.
Maybe.
No, these don't pick up at all anything at all.
Come on. It's old 5.7 Chevy.
These are for a fact. We're in Clearwater, Minnesota.
Yeah, echoed the whole town of Clearbrook.
I hear those at 2:00 in the morning.
Really?
Oh yeah.
Just out in front of your house, just wop, 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 wop.
Pretty much.
Some kids standing.
Oh, that's good.
No, you'd be surprised on what I hear at 2:00 in the morning in town. Just dumb as shit.
Really?
People whipping by on Rangers and 4-wheelers, just loud as shit. It's like, God, I hate you. And shut your damn dogs up. I'm going to make it illegal to own a dog in town, God damn it.
Get off my lawn.
Anyway, back to Vince.
Yeah, so Vince. So Fox, you kind of do a little bit of everything at Fox. Did it start out that way when you first got there? Or were you just snowmobiles, or were you just side-by-sides, or just...
Yeah, so I got hired to do the UTV and ATV stuff, so like off-road for power sports.
Oh.
So that's my main thing. And then obviously in the winter, we help people out with snowmobile stuff.
Yep.
On cross-country side, Jappy does all the snow cross stuff.
Oh, really?
Yep.
Is that who was over in Planet, or the Climb Compound this weekend?
Yeah, he's over at Shearing's this weekend.
I seen they advertised that. I was like, oh, I wonder if Vince could have been over there.
Nah,
Oh.
I don't do the snow cross stuff. Not interested.
No?
Oh. I worked for Catooz for that year. Mm-hmm. When the first year Travis Muller was on there.
Oh, yeah.
And yeah, I was like, snowcross, like it was cool. Like it was fun. Like I liked doing it and everything, but I'm like, snowcross is not for me.
Yeah, I'd rather watch cross country than snowcross. So yeah.
Like
I
just
get it.
watching it, or like having...
Or just not into it.
It's just, you see like the X Games tracks are sick.
Yep.
Like they have, like you have rhythm and like there's peaks on it. And then
right
you go
turns.
to snowcross and it's like, oh good. A fucking minefield of moguls,
Yep.
no rhythm, and you're just smashing through shit. I'm like, none of this is entertaining.
Literally the whole, like, there would be rhythm sections, and they're just coof, 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 casing.
Everything's
every one of them.
rolled over.
Yeah,
And, like
I don't.
the transition kids can jump half the shit. It's like, what's like, people need to die if they mess up. Like, there's got to be consequences.
Yeah,
True.
Right. Yeah, you come into a corner, I want you off that fucking machine. Getting the son of a bitch to come down, not just ram.
So why do you think that is? I mean, the X Game tracks, they were all like frozen. Like they were hard frozen jumps and everything to like form up. Like, and everything they're doing at snowcross is all kind of powdery, and they're forming it up. Like,
Which, I mean, in their defense, like there's 23 guys at X Games tracks.
Yeah. Yeah.
Going out there 3 times a day, where they're using this thing for, I don't know, they start like 7 in the morning and go till 10 at night.
3 days straight.
Yeah.
It's just constant.
Pounding it out.
So
That's where like you almost like, they have 1 3/4 tracks in there. I wonder if you like limited these guys to put like 1 1/4 in there or something. If the
That'd be
tracks
pretty
would
sweet.
last a little longer, but then they'd be like, well, we can't jump these huge 100-foot triples then.
yeah, like out of the inside corner.
Yeah.
Like who cares? Sell your 450.
And probably just manpower and money too.
Yeah.
For the X Games, you have way more money, way more manpower, bigger production. They can just go bigger and better. And snowcross, the little tracks, and all the little towns.
They do have times where they do make a really awesome track.
Yeah.
Like there's been times like the Lake Geneva track's always really good.
That Eagle River, like the COVID years, the first year they went to Eagle River, like that was sick. Those jumps were huge. And like you actually could like rhythm those things.
I really liked the Duluth race because coming down the hill and stuff like that, you had to have rhythm. And then leading up to the big tabletop was pretty sweet.
Yeah.
And last year was quite a bit better because I think Robbie was helping him out with like track building stuff.
Yep.
So that seemed to help.
He has a little more input.
Yeah.
A little more knowledge.
Yep.
But yeah, and then I think it's their first race of the year, the Mount Zion race. Their first.
In UP.
Yeah.
Keep cutting out.
I wonder if it's that cord.
It might be the cord.
I don't know.
You cut out in your ear set,
Yeah.
but it doesn't cut out like in the video.
All right.
I thought we fixed the problem with the headset, but I guess it's not the headsets.
Okay.
But yeah, that Mount Zion, the first snowcross race of the year, like December 15th or 16th, same weekend as Pine Lake is supposed to be. So like I think they were there last year and they had a really nice track. Like they actually have a right-hand turn.
Ooh,
Yeah.
that's incredible.
Yep.
See, I like that. That's cool.
Yep.
Right turns. Crazy shit.
Do you turn your hand upside down to?
No, I do not.
Do you do the wraparound, Vince? on the right-handed turn?
For like a little while, and then I get really sick of it, and I'm like, I don't give a shit how fast to go around this right-hand corner. I'm like, we're just gonna stay comfy. Yeah. So every once in a while, yes. But like the really long ones, that's where I probably do it. It's like the short ones, I'm like, whatever, I can deal with this. But the long ones, I'm like, holy shit, when's this gonna end? Like just hanging on, like Park Rapids that year.
Yeah.
Whereas like, I don't know, there must have been 270-degree corners there.
Yeah.
It's like, I am over this.
And it seemed like everyone was just getting further grooved out and more grooved out.
Yeah.
So like I would always try and hug the inside and make it as tight as possible. So I was really off. And that's where I really noticed the underneath technique. Yeah.
To try to stay out of that rut that kind of forming into the outside? Sure.
Yeah, just get the track in there rather than dipping the skis in there, stuff like that.
Yeah. Well, that deep rut chews the hell out of your track.
Yeah,
like if you want to lose lugs, go down in that deep rut.
Yeah.
Also, derailing it does.
Yeah.
Found that out.
Yeah.
I derailed it the day I won.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Because like you went through that little chute, and
In Okoboji?
I used to have the the little check up corner thing, then it didn't. It was just straight for the final, and I came in. And it was like a right-hander or something after, and just landed totally sideways on like glare ice. I'm like, not good. And it's just like, oh, I'm like, oh, freaking went back on. I'm like, hell yeah, let's go.
I know the exact corner you're talking about too.
Yeah.
Because it was, you'd come through the chicane there, veer to the left, and then it was a sweeping right.
And super tight, like right at the end with a huge bump.
And I swear there was 3 or 4 like foot deep whoops coming into that corner where I thought to myself, like for 1 second, it's like, oh my God, we're hitting these gnarly.
They were big.
And it's amazing on how your sled can handle just hang up or hold up to that, because it was just 4 whoops, just bam, 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 and then take the corner and then a straightaway. But it was like, I thought mid race, I was like, oh my God, this is getting gnarly. Ended up getting second behind Dylan.
God damn it, Dylan.
Bleeding.
Points champion.
Yeah, he won points championship that year.
That's really impressive.
Yeah.
Yep. That was the year it was all ice races.
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah.
I wish every year was all ice races.
Yep. Shout out to
That
my
would
boy.
be cool.
Shout out to my boy Dylan.
Yep. Yeah.
How are you bleeding? What?
I don't know.
happened?
I picked on my fingernail for some reason.
What the hell?
I don't know.
You got paper towels up there.
Medical emergency.
Yeah.
Pause. No, just,
You got soft hands, boy.
yeah. I do.
I do. I lotion all the time.
Yeah.
Well, no, I did.
You got to get off that iPad, boy.
No, I had to use some lotion this week because we changed fuel filters on the one dump truck, and just diesel all over my hands is like, okay. And then use some Dawn dish soap to clean it, and then Dawn just dries the heck out of my hands.
That's what they use to clean birds,
Yeah, they do.
From them oil spills.
Doesn't clean your dishes, but it cleans birds.
Yeah, it does. Gets the oil off the birds.
Yeah. But I was just thinking about like Fox Technology, like, you know how they went into like the Float 2 and like the Evil and stuff like that. Where do you see the Fox Technology going from here? Is it going to be fluid, or is it going to be air? Or?
It's kind of 50-50 right now.
Yeah.
Like, cause all the UTV, like there's no air stuff in like UTV off-road. Like it won't last.
Yeah.
And I think people are kind of getting sick of adjusting air pressures.
Yeah.
Like I don't like doing it. So like they're pretty good at, like, especially the ditch races, guys like them because they do work really well for like the big hits and everything. But like, I don't know, there's not many guys on the ice, I don't think, that run them.
No, I know. No, there's a few guys that kind of go back and forth between them actually.
Sure.
Like, but I think it's just the feeling. They have a different feeling on the ice.
Yeah,
they're just like,
they're not as comfy because there's so much stiction with all the seals and everything. Like, I don't think the work is good in the chatter. But
some four-wheeler guy, pro moto four-wheeler guys, they do use float.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Most of those guys still do. Like I do Chad Weenan's stuff.
Really?
Yep. So
that's pretty cool.
He's still on floats. We're building some other stuff right now.
Some like mega floats?
No, not mega floats. Oh God.
Yeah, you did mega floats.
Mega float.
What the hell were you building those for?
Just big snowcross shit.
Oh, okay.
So those were in the the Yamaha Apex rear shocks and the monoshocks, and like the snowcross stuff, like the little 1.5-inch pistons. Like you just you can't push enough oil and move enough oil with that little thing. So that's the reason for the mega float is it's a 2-inch bore instead of the 1.5 and more air volume. And they look big and cool.
Look big.
Yeah. They're huge.
They're massive.
Yeah. I remember seeing the first screenshot of them. I think they were on Logan Christian's Skidoo. Yeah. And I sent you a screenshot. I was like, what are those?
And I'm pretty sure I replied all caps. Mega. I do it every time Gary posts a picture with it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Maybe we should have started this episode off with like kind of explaining how a shock works or something, because everybody's going to be like, fucking mega floats?
Yeah.
It's true.
Yeah.
Honestly, yeah.
Yeah, and kind of went through the evolution. You know, I'm still on it. I'm a Zero Pro guy.
Yeah. It was a good shock.
Yeah, it's great. I mean, for a rear shock, yeah. I mean, rear shock where your torsion spring is and stuff, I'd run a fucking Zero Pro in my new sled.
That was what I was pretty much running. No, never mind.
Yeah. All right. Cool. Zero Pro is just from what I know about it, it's just a valve body inside of a shaft. There's no canisters or nothing like that.
Yeah, it's still there's still nitrogen charge, but yeah, there's no adjustability. It's just simple.
Yep. Keep it simple.
So how do shocks work, Vince?
Yeah, or like at least
I don't know. I just changed the washers, man.
Yeah, or at least tell us what's the difference between air and what? No, you're shaking your head.
No, I had a twitch.
Oh, okay. I'm like, what the hell? Anyway, sorry, I shouldn't look at Gunnar as we talk.
No, I was just like, I had to.
Didn't know you had Tourette's. Anyway,
well, it's only 60 degrees in here. He's freezing his
I
ass.
guess so. You freaking wuss. The difference between air and like a fluid shock.
I mean, they work the same. The only thing, the air is only the spring. It's inside of it. It's a normal shock, like how it works until it blows out. Then it becomes a real air shock.
That's kind of what I've noticed.
But that's the only, that's all it is. The air side is just the spring. And so the nice thing with air is obviously it's infinite adjustability. And then as you compress it, your spring rate ramps up where like, a normal coil spring, it's just one rate. Mm-hmm. And so you just have this linear rate where the air shocks have really good bottoming resistance stuff because that rate ramps up at the end of it. Mm-hmm. But so
it's almost like a variable spring.
So it's like, it's same kind of concept. It's running like a dual rate spring or triple rate spring stuff and some other things where you'll get into a stiffer spring rate as you compress it. So the downfall to air shocks is you have more seals and stuff like that just to seal the air chamber. So they are naturally like stickier where like the initial movement is not as easy. And especially with snow shocks, cause you got to seal those things really well to keep the water out and stuff and just with the cold. So they're really sticky. Like we do some kind of cool stuff with the ATV ones that keep them freed up. Like, I mean, Chad can tell like, if I like he'll pull the air sleeves down and like grease up the air seal after every moto.
Oh, really?
Because he can like feel it, but like he can tell like if we're testing, like oh yeah these have too much time on them, and we'll be testing for like 45 minutes, and we have to grease them back up so you can get the feel back.
Wow.
But he's a really good test rider.
Is it so? Like your coatings and stuff like that comes into a factor then?
Yes and no. So like Fox is going away from Kashima stuff because it's really expensive and you can only get it done in Japan. And it's not consistent. Like if you see some of the stuff, like especially the floats where it's like, oh, the resis, the bodies, the air sleeves, and the evil chambers are all Kashima. If they're not all done at the same time, it's like 4 different colors. So they try to match them up. But yeah, like you'll have, if you go up in the parts room, it's like, oh, there's really dark ones and really light ones and ones that don't even look like they're Kashima, but it is. So
they're all getting different slidability.
It's really hard to keep it consistent. So, and in all of our testing stuff, like a hard black anodizing, it's not DLC. It's like, but it's almost the exact same thing as Kashima coating. It doesn't look as cool because it's just black.
I think it looks cool.
I think they look sharp as hell. When
like it's better than the clear, like gray anodized stuff. That's for sure.
Like, I think it's the KX Monster Energy Edition.
So that's DLCs.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So that's not just black anodized.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
Yeah, the fork
that's the diamond like coating
nice and black.
Stuff. Yep. Which we do some like with Chad stuff. We have some DLC shafts laying around from the RC3 moto days that I put on his shocks and everything. So, yeah.
that's getting into like the super technical stuff, you know?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. There's all kinds of cool stuff you can do.
Yeah, but just your basic rundown, fucking Fox Zero Pro with valve body and spring.
You can run the world with that son of a bitch.
Yes, that's
Tolerances are all nice and loose, so it's free. Like, it's great.
Yep.
So yeah, that was an air shock. How about fluid shock? What do you call them? Like,
I guess
oil?
Coilovers.
Yeah. Okay.
Technically, I mean, yeah, but they just, like I said, it's the same thing.
Mm-hmm.
Like the actual shock is the exact same thing. It's just it uses a spring.
Chrome shaft. You want your chrome to slide good in the seal and stuff. There's no burrs on it. And then, is there a theory behind that the fluid in the shock lubes up the shaft? So there's no. Yeah.
So there's a bunch of different like seal heads and seals we use based on what the application is. So like the snow ones, there's a different seal head for that because it's got to work in cold weather and scrape ice off. There's some that are for like some ATV ones that I use where they're really low friction, like they slide super well in the shaft. They don't seal as good, so you have to service them more often, kind of thing. It's like a race only deal. Like your everyday thing will work, dirt, snow, stuff like that we put on normal shocks. So, but yeah, and then we have a couple different. I think we have 3 different oils right now for power sports stuff.
Yeah, that's another thing I wanted to touch on. Like your really cold temperatures, like what we're racing in like Pine Lake. What would you recommend for a fluid in your?
So all of our oils are actually the same weight.
Okay.
But we have the 2 that I mainly use is we have a high V1 race, it's called, and then a PT11. And the PT11 came from the dirt track world, where there's a Teflon in it, so it's really bad for your hands. You don't want to touch it, but it helps a ton with like the little friction stuff. So for like your initial movement and all that, it helps like with that kind of stiction. So, and it's not really a high heat oil, so I can't use it in the summer, like on, our off-road stuff, but it works good on snow stuff. So, which that's what all of our stuff is built with now. Like all the Arctic Cat stuff is built with that blue oil.
Oh, really? Oh, yeah. Cause we noticed that one.
Everything out of Georgia is built with that now.
Oh, I see. So, how long, so they say on dirt bikes that your fork oil, change it every 20, 30, 40 hours. Is that true? Do you go off of that, or?
It all depends on how you use it.
Oh, sure.
So
what about snowmobiles? Like, would you
the thing,
shock
like
oil?
Snowmobile stuff, like it doesn't get dirty. It gets water in it just from going hot, cold cycles. Like you just get condensation inside of it. So like you could have one that's not leaking and you pull it apart and it's all milky, but that's just from the condensation.
I see.
From going hot to cold.
Sure.
Yeah.
Huh.
But yeah, that's typically, most guys like every other season.
Yeah.
For like trail rider stuff, like race stuff. I don't know. If you're just doing ice, like you can go all year.
Yeah. Yeah.
So,
or like us, like many years.
Yeah.
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 Until it sucks, and then you got to call Vince. I need help.
You get about an inch of squish before it hits fluid.
Yeah. It's half emulsion, half IFP shock.
Then it's time to make a phone call.
That makes a real variable rate.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
It's really.
And you got to get the foam right and all that.
It's soft like an inch in, and then it stiffens.
And then it doesn't move at the end.
It stays in for some odd reason.
Jesus Christ.
Hey man, all the time we see that shit.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
It's happened. Like
Yeah.
We've hit it. It's like me and Dad have taken shocks apart, put it all back together, and then try to push it down on the ground. And it doesn't fucking move.
Yep. I've seen Dad do that.
Or
he picks it up. It's just all the way in. Does it come out?
Yeah. Well, no, it doesn't move. It doesn't go in. Like the shaft won't go in.
Okay.
At all. It's stuck out. And then we had one where you push it down on the ground and it just stays in.
Yeah. That's what I've seen. It's like, what the hell? Is it supposed to do that? No. I don't know that much, but I'm pretty sure it's not supposed to do that.
I mean, granted, Arctic Cat rear arm shocks, like it's got a fucking stack of iron on those things.
Yeah.
Like they are so stiff.
Yeah. Yeah. So it's like, Dad knows what he's doing with shocks, but like every time it seems like there's newer and newer versions of shocks like that come out, and he doesn't quite know exactly what to do with this or that. And it's like, oh yeah, we messed up on that one. But
fuck, I need another tool now.
Yeah, exactly. That happened this year already.
Yeah, already with the new catalyst.
Yeah, I feel bad, but I got to bring him a Walker Evans shock.
Oh, really?
Yeah, put the canister back on and charge it up.
Well, that's not too bad.
Yeah.
There's been a few, he's got a few.
And change the shaft. So.
He's got a few Walker Evans shocks over on the wall over there with a couple of broken shafts on them.
wall of shame. Yeah.
People have brought in and he's like, well, okay, yeah, I can put a new one in there for you. That's easy enough. Yeah.
Yeah. Otherwise, it might just fucking put a 0 Pro and it works every time.
Yeah. Why change something good?
We're still making shocks for the old Polaris skids.
Yeah.
That. The position sensitive ones that they made in the trail sleds.
Pile of shit.
Yeah, people love that shit.
Really?
Like everybody that owns a Fusion and an old Edge, we need those shocks. Like we're literally building them this week on the assembly line. Same thing. People love it. I'm like, okay, sweet.
Okay, I guess so.
Like we'll sell them, whatever.
And the Fox position sensitive, doesn't it? It's a wider canister and
it's a twin tube.
Yeah, so it goes around the valve.
So it's technically an internal bypass shock.
Yep.
I know my dad was talking to the side-by-side shocks that he's got, and it has some bypass like that.
Yeah, they're internal bypass.
Like, he said to you like, oh, like an old position sensitive, and you said, kinda, but not really.
Yeah, like yes, but also it's way better than that.
Did you were gonna have those huge bypass shocks for the Nitro?
Oh, they're built, but they're not ice shocks.
Oh, they're not ice shocks.
No, they just work well on terrain stuff.
Oh, okay. Here, I was hoping to see them on the ice.
No, they're not that great for that.
Oh,
so last year I built a 2.5 inch internal bypass shock for the ski shocks for the Nitro, and it's got a 2.5 inch resi on it, and then our big adjuster. And then this year I built another one where it's an internal bypass, but it's an X2 shock. So it's got 2 adjusters in it. So it's got high and low speed rebound and compression. Wow. It also has a bleed adjuster in the shaft.
What the hell?
Yeah. So they're pretty factory.
It looked like shocks you'd see on a side-by-side.
Oh, yeah. That's literally what it's off of.
Yeah.
It's off of a Yamaha YXZ, what this body cap is, and I built it onto a snowmobile.
My God.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
I'll
for
build
the
shocks for anything.
heavy ass Nitro.
Hey, it was only 2 pounds heavier than the Polaris snowcross sleds. So
Really?
yeah,
That's surprising.
Oh my gosh.
yeah. Well, those things are like 40 or 50 pounds overweight still.
Really? I have heard that from the one Polaris guy I talked to, is that it's just heavy.
Yeah, it's heavy.
Well, that's what I noticed about the IQR that I have, 15.
Yeah.
Like the shaft and everything is just
They're heavy.
bulky.
They're like 460, something like that.
Yeah. Yeah.
So,
Yeah, they're massive.
yep.
Weird. I wonder why. And then it was Arctic-Cat in 2018 when they redesigned and they went to that new snowcross style sled that they cut like 20 some odd pounds off of it.
Yep.
So that's a really nice light sled. Even throwing this new catalyst around when we were flipping around in the garage, that's a nice light sled. Well, I'm so used to throwing that heavy 4-stroke around.
Yeah.
Every sled is light to you now.
Yeah, we just pick that 440 up with both ends and just carry it around the garage.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, the X2 shocks have 7/8 shafts in them too.
Yeah.
Big ones.
They're, yeah.
What are normal?
Well, like your 0 Pros have 1/2 inch.
Yeah.
And then like all the race stuff like on yours is all 5/8, but these are 7/8.
Okay, so yeah, a little bigger. Okay.
Yeah, big dick swinging.
A little bigger. Yeah, good luck bending them.
Yeah, they won't bend.
No, shit's gonna break before they bend.
That's when
They're gonna move some oil though.
you know what you're doing and you have more parts than you know what to do with at your disposal.
Yeah, fuck, I want to have fun like that.
Yeah.
I'm still scrounging for fucking 0 Pro parts.
I still got a full set of race winning Fox shocks.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Hit me up.
Okay.
Hit me up.
Oh, for your Polaris.
Axis.
Yeah.
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 Yeah. I was actually going to go find some Fox shocks for the fronts.
Oh.
Because that Walker Evans is just a little too confusing, I guess. Not confusing, but just not right. Like compared to, and then I'd like to get the same spring and stuff as like my older stuff.
Sure.
So I have a whole bunch of different options for that, and not so much a Walker Evans shock.
Oh, so you have the smaller diameter stuff though, because these are all 2-inch ones that I built.
Yeah, so it'd be like an 1 7/8 spring is what I'm.
Okay. Yeah.
Well,
Need bigger.
Well, yeah, even so, on my new machine, I'd be interested. So.
I've only ridden it on ice, so I don't know how it'll work in the ditch.
Nope, just ice. Just ice. I got it set for ditch.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
Yeah, just ice is what I'm looking for.
Good.
Custom. Mod.
I don't want to give my secrets away because I'm still working on it where I'm not guaranteed how, that it's fast.
If I give out secrets, I want them to work.
Yeah, right.
Give out shitty secrets.
Yeah.
64s.
Yeah, 60. Yeah, write that down.
Yeah. That fucking works.
I'll start writing.
Yeah. Did you know that Venom Products team is making an odd number weight now? So
odd numbers, really?
Yeah. So they used to just make even numbers. So 62s right to 64s. Well, now they make 63s.
So you're saying I can finally buy 69s?
Yeah. Fuck yeah. Yeah. So now we're gonna. There was a fine line between a 62 and a 64.
Yeah.
Now we're going to try a 63 and see where that puts
We would just grind a set of weights.
Yeah.
We just make a set of 63s.
Call Tom Yort. I mean, he'll get them.
All custom.
Yeah. And then sometimes you'll get a weight where it's not up to total spec, where it's you put it on the gram scale and it's supposed to be a 57.
Yep.
And it's a 57.8. And so it's you grind 0.8 off and it's okay, now I got a full set of matched weights.
Yep. And kind of what we've been experimenting with is we've been thinking about getting adjustable weights to see where to add the weight.
Yeah. I had a set of Bikeman weights of those that I played with a little bit. And you slide, mine was magnets.
Yep.
I know Speedworks maybe has one where you can kind of screw something into.
Yeah, they've got screws and
I
don't know if it's Speedworks, but that's what I use. With Hittines, we had screws with washers and all that stuff.
We were going to play with whether inner, outer,
it's pretty much always on the tip.
Okay. Outer.
No pun intended.
On your Yamaha, it's actually those little pins, but we replaced those with bolts.
Yeah.
So we were actually using little bolts, run down to your local North Country Hardware sponsor in Clearbrook.
Yeah.
And get some high performance bolts for some clutch parts. And
Bryce told me that the one day you were in there a couple times. I'm back for more high performance parts. Little tiny hardware store.
That was just this few weeks ago.
Yep.
It was you always need some random nuts and bolts. And North Country Hardware sponsor.
Where's the sticker?
Parts.
Well, no, they're stickered on the sled. They're
cool.
a sled sponsor.
Awesome.
Yep. But so Vince, you're in the power sports industry, deep in it. So so most people have to travel for work, but is it kind of you get to travel sometimes because you do get to go to some pretty cool stuff?
Yeah, there's some pretty cool stuff. Go to this year. It's been a lot nicer.
Yeah, you haven't traveled as nearly as much.
I'm not even gold yet on Delta, so that's nice.
That's how you know.
Last year I was on the road just over 200 days for work.
Damn.
And then with all the vacation stuff, it was 250 that I was gone.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
I
was on a plane every day.
Oh my God.
I think it was March and I was gold on Delta already.
God, that does not sound like fun.
No. Wasn't great.
No. God damn.
Yeah. So a lot better this year. Going to do some cooler stuff. It's not all last minute. We had some issues with Pro R stuff last year because that was the first year that thing was out racing. Really? So we're not fixing stuff, but just so much testing to do because it's this brand new weird thing. Mm-hmm. So, yeah.
Because you're going to all the way to California for King of the Hammers and Mint 400.
Yeah, King of the Hammers, Mint 400, Vegas to Reno. I was down at Baja last year. Went to Baja 500 with one of the Polaris guys, and they asked me to go again. I'm like, nope, I like Taco Bell.
That's fucking cool, though.
I was going to say, that's my dream.
That is fucking cool.
Stay and watch the Baja 500.
Yeah, it was, fun. I was part of their team. We went and just chased the race with them.
So. Oh my God, that is awesome. That is so freaking cool.
He wanted me to navigate this year. So maybe next year I'll do it. So I don't know.
You'll navigate. You'll be in the truck.
Yeah.
With all the
not trucks side by side.
Oh, okay.
But still. Those things are pretty sweet. The new Pro R stuff, we can kind of hit trophy truck whoops now with these things. We'll be even the new Can-Am is sweet. I was down at Dustin Jones testing before all that stuff, and we're going through these bumps on this road in Parker that like normally you can go, I don't know, 55 or 60 in a side-by-side. And like, we're just like 80, 85.
Oh my God.
In these side-by-sides, just blitzing
floating.
these 3-foot whoops. Like, yeah.
That is awesome.
It's
now
insane,
that shit is so cool.
Yeah.
Watching them videos.
Yeah.
Just trucks and side-by-sides just floating across giant whoops.
Your shocks that you did for the new Can-Am, they won their first race on it, right?
Yeah. The first race that Can-Am ever had with the new Maverick R, we went out and like we overalled.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Like we beat the trucks.
Yeah.
At that race. And then he
Holy
won
shit.
the next race, like everything. So
God damn.
yeah.
Yeah.
That is so cool.
Ass.
Yeah.
That is so cool. What the hell? I didn't know this.
And you've worked with Donald Cowboy Cerrone?
Yeah, yeah, he's like his stuff, that his shocks on that car. That's what I did. It's pretty similar to what Dustin Jones has,
Yeah.
if not the same thing. I don't even remember anymore. But
Yeah.
Cowboy.
Yep. Cowboy.
You did you meet Cowboy?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Standing
we
in the
hang
trailer
out all
with
the
him.
time.
That is awesome.
Yeah.
God damn. How is he? He's cool as shit, I
yeah,
bet.
super cool.
God, I
Really laid back.
he looks super cool in every podcast I watch.
Yeah,
That is
So
fucking awesome.
it's pretty cool the people I've met just doing this.
Yeah.
So like, I mean, I big motorcycle rally race guy, like, so like Ricky Braybeck, factory Honda rally race. Like we'd hang out and like he races side by sides for fun. And so we just go
damn.
down on a test with him now and stuff and just hang out. So
Dirt bike Dakar winner.
yeah. Like Dakar winner,
Damn.
Ricky Braybeck.
Yeah.
So it's been cool.
That is fucking cool.
You're living
Jesus
all of our
Christ.
dreams.
I didn't know this about Vince. What the hell?
yeah.
I thought he just worked on
wins, like best in the desert stuff, like all kinds of good stuff.
That is fucking awesome.
He sent me a hat that was signed by Dustin Jones, Dustin Battle Axe Jones.
Yep. And then also the other Dustin Henderson,
Yep. And
his co-driver.
Yep. And Cowboy.
Oh yeah.
That's
That was
fucking
from,
awesome.
I think that was Mint that year.
Yeah.
So
Yep,
when
so-
they won that year too.
Oh, we should bring that in here. We could bring that in here.
God, that's cool. That's all
awesome.
so fucking.
Yeah.
Like, that's mind-boggling.
Yeah, just some Minnesota kid out desert racing.
Yeah,
Just
yeah.
being a nerd with shocks.
Yeah.
I was talking to you slacked, but now I'll talk to you strapped. Because Brian's video, I was stern the whole time. I was like, this guy, Mr. 5-time. You listen to what he has to fucking say.
I guess you got to do the same thing to this fucking guy.
Yeah. Listen to what this
Maybe
fucking
shut the
guy's
fuck
got.
up.
Yeah, listen to me when I drink my twisted tea.
Fucking listen to what this guy says.
No, yeah, here I thought you just worked on Indians and then fought shocks in Minnesota the whole time.
No.
I mean,
No.
yeah, but
But you go places
Yeah.
and you meet people. God damn, that's fucking cool.
Any stuff with Dan Ebert and his cars and stuff like that?
no, Dan did all that stuff. Like, I think I helped him out the first couple weeks I was there with some dirt track stuff. But
Yeah.
that is a different world of shit.
I was gonna say if it, like
Those
any
guys
of
are
the
fucking weird.
the
Like,
dirt track stuff is
Like it just blows my mind, the setup on those cars. Like every shock is different.
Yeah,
like they got like shit's preloaded weird ways. Like they don't even go straight. Like I don't get it.
yeah, it sits like
Yeah, you
this.
see it and they're like,
Yeah.
when did you hit the wall? Like, can't you afford to fix your car? You poor bastard. Like, Christ.
Just constantly twisted.
Yeah.
Yeah, the guy's driving down like this. It looks like an old 97 Chevy. Frames broke.
Yeah, that's what I was. I talked to Brady one time after Pine Lake, and he was piled. And yeah, I was racing a leaf spring sled, and he's talking to me. He's like, "The softer spring gets the weight." And I was like, "Brady, it's a leaf spring."
God, I miss my TXL. That was a fun sled.
Yeah. Softer spring gets the weight. You don't know what I'm running?
I had two different sets of springs for my TXL.
No kidding.
Yeah, because I
the
had
tall and the short.
But there was like the ones that were on it. They're 40 freaking years old. So that was the ice set, and then I found a set of NOS springs that I'd use for all the terrain.
They got a hell of an arch.
Oh yeah,
yeah.
And then I think Wall Brothers makes like these little helper springs.
Yep.
Like a top, like bottom out spring. So I had those on there too.
Yeah.
Like those little gas shocks they put on top. Like
I had a set of those built, but like there was truck leaf springs.
Yeah.
So they had like a
stacked
a
spring.
load spring.
Sure.
And I had that on there, and
Yeah.
I've never seen those
All
before.
the old LT Gray tricks. And LT Gray's like, 77 would have been the year before the body style that you would recognize, you know.
Yeah.
But they had a lower spring, so we put 77 springs onto a 79.
Really?
Yeah, and get it sucked down to the ice a little bit more.
Oh, damn.
God.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's before my time, Kyle.
We never got into that shit.
No.
Oh, I didn't think I ever would either. And then I worked at Polaris, and like everyone there raced a TXL at USXC.
Yeah.
I'm like, this looks like way too much fun. So I built one, and then everyone stopped.
Yeah.
I'm like, okay. And so I did a couple core races on it.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I'd sign up in trail class and vintage. And so vintage wasn't even vintage. It was like 95, it was 2000 and older for vintage. So I'm racing against like, you know, Pro Action Yamahas and like guys on XCRs and shit. And then trail class, I remember the first one I ever did, it was me and two guys on 850 Axis. And I almost beat both of them. I beat one of them.
Oh, shit.
Yeah. Should have brought her over to USXC. We were out here on Pine Lake. Fucking.
Well, everyone quit from Polaris. So I'm like, oh, this will be fun. Like, you go and whatever. But yeah.
Yeah, those are the top-notch machines. Coolest machines out there.
Really? No.
Yeah, I don't get it either.
It's too old for me,
Yeah.
Kyle.
They were fun. They were fun.
Oh, Matt,
They really are.
When I was watching you and Colin on them at Nadawash, I was like, yeah, that looks pretty fun. But
So now they changed the rules to I think they changed it to a 600cc limit now in the vintage class.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So it's 85 and older, or 86 and older, up to a 600cc limit.
Is it still to be a leaf spring?
No. So it's just
It's not even vintage then.
yeah. So it's just 85 and older up to 600cc limit.
Oh,
and I believe it's even improved stocked rules.
oh, really?
So I could show up on a Centurion, you're saying?
Yeah, you could.
Boy.
Yep. So what me and Colin, if there was more people in the class or whatever, what me and Colin were going to do was just stuff a 500 into our ice chassis LT race, just to see what kind of mile an hour we could pull. Because right now we're getting like 86, 87 out of a 440. So
It's insane.
yeah, so
Like
if we bump up the horsepower a little bit more,
That would be cool.
See what we can kind of pull a taller gear, you know.
I remember that on my TXL. Like, you're like, why am I going like almost 90 miles an hour? Like the skis never stayed straight, stock. Like when it came off the line in 1980, they did this.
Yeah,
and you're going like this doesn't make sense.
The spindle isn't connected to the ski. There's a spring there.
Yeah. Like, here, we found this piece of bent iron, and that's what you're going to hope holds up.
Yeah. No, it's fun. So that.
Oh, yeah, that sounds like fun.
Yeah. It's the thrill of almost dying.
Of just not having full control of
Maybe
your sled.
we should get you into Brody. Is the vintage
The
stuff.
vintage? That sounds like hell.
No, it's great. So
I bet it would be fun.
Hey, it turns you into a man.
I bet it would be fun.
when I first started, the guy at Polaris, Fugelberg, he told me, here's how you ride vintage sleds. You hook your feet in the stirrups, set it on the rear idlers, and absorb the bumps with your back.
Oh my God.
There you go. Yeah.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
See, yeah. You say that sounds like hell, but I bet it would be
so
fun.
fun.
It's
I
fun.
bet it would
It
be
is
fun.
so fun.
Because you're not going very fast.
Yeah.
True. Yeah.
Like, it makes so much noise.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
It's screaming away.
It sounds like it's derailing most of the time.
It sounds like you're going fast and derailing.
The nice part about TXLs is you can basically bolt a 23 drivetrain into it because they haven't changed much. Yeah. Like, it was so easy to update the brakes and all that. I'm like, oh, you just buy any Edge chassis drivetrain and it just all bolts in.
Yeah.
Really?
Sweet.
Like 97 ZR parts. If you were going to build an LT Gray, buy a 97 ZR.
It's the same. Yeah, that's what you do. You buy a 94 XLT SP when you build a TXL and you use all the driveline and chassis.
Really?
Yeah.
Like all the shocks are the right ones you need for the skid and the
Use
skis
the
and
jack
everything.
shaft,
Like,
chain case.
yeah, everything. It's hilarious. They didn't change shit for like 30 years, it turns out.
Yeah. And then you get into the Fire Cat and it's like,
Yeah.
fuck.
Yeah, and then just
All of this is
up. And we're 3, and here we are now.
Yeah.
We're done with this changing stuff.
Yeah. Yeah. No, they really are fun to build. Is probably what got me so into it, was building these machines, and then it just kind of took off from there. So yeah, no, Vintage World is fun.
Yeah.
There's a hell of a following.
Yeah.
I can't believe you didn't get into the one luggers.
I did.
Oh, but like you're not like still deep in it, like chasing the big money races.
Oh, fuck that, dude. You know, you don't change jets, you fucking screw an air screw. Which is probably, you know, more ethical, you know, less thinking.
Yeah.
But fuck that, dude.
There's that one lugger guy's just fuck this guy. Fuck.
Yeah.
Every year at Detroit Lakes, it's like -1 billion. Too.
Yeah.
Like, oh, sweet. No hand warmers. Not even a stator powerful enough to run hand warmers, let alone a headlight.
Yeah.
The tiniest windshield you've ever seen.
I remember going to Detroit Lakes and doing that race. It was a team race, and I was a guy's partner, but he never. So I did like 3 laps or something like that. But we used to line tape up on the hood, and every lap you'd go by, you'd peel a piece of tape off just to remember the laps. Because they would all be so mismatched because, you know, people would be running good, people would die.
Sure.
They'd be all so mismatched. We used to run pieces of tapes on the hood.
What the hell?
Yeah.
Scoring.
Yeah.
Yeah. I was like, you're saying pieces of tape. I was like, I wonder what this plays into.
Yeah.
I thought it was
the
just
number
hot.
of laps.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
So you remember how many laps you
Yeah.
did.
Yep.
So you lay 25 pieces of tape out or whatever.
My God.
And you got to sit there and count.
Yeah.
There's a guy with binoculars. I can't keep up.
Yeah. Yeah, no, the last one lungers we had, Colin actually sold them. And so there was a Seaboys episode where it was they did a one lunger race. I forget which one it was. It was the ERX one lunger race.
Oh, really?
And the Seaboys did it. And all of those machines had Grover Racing on the
Really?
Yeah.
Wait, I think I remember you saying that.
Yeah.
No way.
Yeah,
Oh,
there's one with an orange hood, and yeah, they all the Seaboys machines say Grover Racing on it.
That's funny.
Yeah.
And they beat the hell out of your guys' machine.
Yeah, I see the one for sale. It's for sale on Marketplace right now.
Oh, really?
Orange hood. That's a famous sled if anybody wants to go buy it.
Get it back.
Yeah. No.
Grover owned it.
Yeah. No. I'm out of it.
No. You
It's a
moved
cult.
up a few generations.
Yeah. Hopefully I don't see these ones on Facebook Marketplace. But I probably will someday. Say, hey, that's my old sled. I see your old sleds on Facebook Marketplace.
Which one?
The Gen 2.
Oh, the black one?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. We seen it sitting out here in the alleyway.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's like, it does not look as good as when we had it.
No. When it's sitting in the alleyway, it normally doesn't look as good.
No.
It's got its own ecosystem now.
Yeah, it's no seat on it or
Family of rats.
Yeah.
But goddamn it, if those things could talk, like the stories
You mean
they
scream?
have. Yeah.
They would mostly scream.
Yeah.
It won the Expert 85 class down at Nadawash that Dad got black flagged on. It won that race. Yep. So it could say that.
Expert 85. Yeah.
It blew up 2 weekends in a row on me, Grafton and then to Oslo. So yeah, good times.
Fucking SBI Pistons.
Yep.
Oh, no. That was the hardest part about TXLs, just finding pistons.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because the SPI ones were too
Short,
low, so you
yeah.
had to machine the skirts.
Yeah.
So I found a set of NOS 10 over Wiseco pistons.
Yeah.
And that's what you run.
Yeah. Yeah. No, I had to hook up for factory Suzuki pistons for LT Grays.
Jap, pow.
Yeah. Yeah. So factory, fucking the way they came.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Right from the fucking assembly line. Yeah. I'm not giving that fucking secret out though.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Ooh. Not going on the table.
Everybody's gonna be like, where do I get the factory fucking Suzuki?
Get on a boat, row to Japan.
Find a way to Japan.
Yeah.
Find Mr. Suzuki.
Yeah. If you show up on a plane, he's like, too easy. No
You have to work for these.
No piston for you.
And that just got us canceled.
Good
job,
I
Vince.
think.
That is true.
Yeah.
We might be okay.
Yeah. Yeah. So back to shocks.
Sure. Yeah. So yeah. Back to shocks. Yeah. Leaf springs, dog shit. But that first fucking Zero Pro is sweet as fuck. And it just kind of went downhill from there.
Yeah, basically.
What about the iAct? What's your take on the iAct electronic?
So that's just essentially an electronic QS3.
Yeah.
So it's just soft, medium, hard. It's not like active or anything like that. Where like the Skidoo stuff, their smart shocks, those are semi-active. Yeah. But they've got like sensors and stuff in the skid and all that stuff. So it's a pretty cool system. That's for sure. It's KYB, but.
So what do you mean? It's like constantly changing?
Yeah.
Itself?
So there's accelerometers on, I think, each A-arm, and then there's one in the skid. And then, so that one, and I think they have, like they actually know where you're at in the travel with those ones too. So like it just knows where everything's at. And so it'll just adjust with it. And there's an IMU on the sled and all that too. So it's sensing all the XYZ acceleration stuff.
We need this technology.
Oh my God.
So that's where like side-by-side stuff, like it's all going electronic now.
Yeah.
It's like the Polaris shocks, like on the Pro Rs and all that, they have a compression and rebound valve that are all, it's just electronic. Really? So there's an algorithm and stuff like that. And the Polaris system is different from the BRP one, where like they don't know where the shocks are at. It's all just based on the IMU, and then there's like then your throttle, brake, and steering input, like all controls. Like when you step on the gas, it'll stiffen up the rear, and like when you're braking, depending on what mode you're in and stuff like that, you can change all that.
God damn.
And but the new BRP one, they have actual sensors, like position sensors, so they know where they're at in the travel and stuff like that, which is good and bad. It kind of sucks on my end because like when we're shortening up shocks, you have to go and recalibrate all this stuff all the time. Where the Polaris ones, you can just toss them on there. It's like whatever.
Yeah.
So,
do you think that they always talk about that for dirt bike racing? Like, will electronic shocks ever make their way into dirt bike racing?
I think so. I mean, it's been in MotoGP and Superbike stuff for years.
Yeah,
that makes sense.
So like they come up to a whoop section and stiffen it up real quick.
You wouldn't even need, like, it wouldn't be a thing that you have to do. Like, it'll just do it.
Really?
Yeah. It's not like you'd have to flip a switch or anything like that. Like, it's just
AI.
like that. Yeah. Yeah. Not quite, but yeah, it just knows.
That's, it took somebody way smarter than me to figure that shit out.
Yeah. I have. Yeah.
Yeah. It's pretty sweet. Like you'll, like some of the older cars, when you get in, like we're out there testing, like you come over this rise and you're like, you might get a little butthole blowout kind of action here. and then like you get in these electronic cars and you're like, you just smack stuff, and they have this, it's like, they usually call it a panic button, where you can just hold it and it just goes full stiff and you can just smack stuff. And it's
No
like,
way.
Yeah. It's pretty sweet.
It works that fast.
Oh yeah. Like it's, I mean, and it'll do it mostly on its own, but depending on what mode you're in to begin with, they'd be like, oh, if you're in comfort mode or whatever, like you'll hit the button because it won't go all the way stiff in comfort mode kind of thing. Like but it knows like when you're jumping and like for all that. So
Jesus Christ.
That is sweet.
Is it like how, so with like electronics, like it's going to fail, but how, because the electronics just kind of do, like how foolproof is it? You know, is it like,
I mean, so like Brandon Sims, Polaris Factory UTV guy, like he's been running the live valve stuff for years, and we've never had an actual like electronic failure on any of his shocks.
Really?
Like people are super paranoid about it. Like it's like, oh, I don't want to run live valve. Like I hear bad things about it. I'm like, well, it just freaking beat you this whole fucking year. So like, I don't know what your deal is. Like, oh yeah, we have nothing but issues. I'm like, maybe stop being bad. Like, it turns out there's a lot of self-inflicted failures when it comes to electronic shock stuff.
They just don't know how to work them yet.
yeah.
Yeah, like people, like, I mean, you can buy these cars now. Like, it's not like you're throwing the whole thing away.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, even 5 years ago, like you'd go out and buy a Turbo S and you're like, well, that's neat. I'll keep the steering wheel and the screen, and like the rest of it's all custom. Where these things now, like you could practically just weld a good cage on it and put a bigger fuel cell, and you're like, this is race ready. Like it's so good stock.
That's crazy.
Yeah. That kind of reminds me of Tucker Hibbert and his Crosslink, you know?
Oh, don't say that.
Tucker Hibbert used a Crosslink through his whole career, and everybody was always having problems with it.
Yeah.
So,
Yep.
What's your take on the Crosslink?
We don't like it, but Kirk knows how to build crosslinks.
Yeah.
So
Kirk knows it, so it's like Kirk made it good.
Yeah.
But it's like
it's a really cool concept. Like, I mean, we did it in the Polaris stuff for a while.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So it'd have been like 2015 or 16 or something like that. Like Carlson's, and I think Benders they weren't on Fox stuff, I don't think, that year. But I know Carlson's had it.
my 15 Carlson sleds got Walker Evans.
Yep. So they took all the Fox stuff off when they sold them. I know that. Well, no, 15 they wouldn't. 15 was Walker. It would have been 14.
Oh,
because that's the first year the Walker shocks were like they were really good from the factory. Because I remember the previous gen stuff. Everybody everything you saw was Fox floats and zero pros. So.
Nothing wrong with that.
Back to the Zero Pro.
Yeah. It's all coming full circle.
Mm-hmm. Write that down.
Let's get rid of it.
It's been written down 3 times already.
Yeah. Zero Pro.
That would be cool if we did that with pencil and just covered the whole table with just shitty pencil.
Just notes.
Yeah, just notes. And like we just wipe them off. Don't even erase them. Just messy gray the whole time. And the guest sits down. It's just a little circle of clean table.
Just don't go to the airport after.
What?
Don't go to the airport after touching all the pencils.
Bomb debris. Yeah.
I got pulled one time for that.
For having a pencil?
No. I was working on exhaust stuff at Indian. And we were
John Wick.
Different like catalysts and stuff like that.
Flying home.
And so you're touching all this like platinum stuff.
Sure.
The cats. And they're like, oh, like we're gonna random screen. I'm like, this probably isn't gonna be good. Like I've been literally welding mufflers today. And sure as shit. I'm like, oh, are you building bombs? Like, yep, that's me. I am the guy. Yeah. Didn't get strip search, so we're good.
Nice. They understood?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. They pretty much knew I wasn't gonna be the one.
Yeah. What are you implying?
Yeah. But no, like shocks are, people know shocks and people like want to act like they know shocks. And I feel Vince is a guy that knows shocks.
Yeah.
I think so.
Yeah.
There's levels.
And then there's also people that, there's also people that don't know a thing about them, you know?
Yeah.
They just, well, you like in the sense of bringing them to the shop, they'll get it set up for what I need done.
Yeah.
And they just go up throughout their day where when you get down to the technical stuff about it, there's different things that a person can like and stuff that people don't like.
Well, yeah, there's people that like know how to like explain how they would like their setup to be.
Oh, yeah.
And then there's people like, I don't know, just make it ride better.
Yeah, there's guys where like,
give us input.
They'll give you feedback and you're like, this was not helpful.
Yeah.
Like just
is
give
not
me the
feedback.
things. Like I will watch you and tell you what you need.
Can you see it? Like, can you watch? You can watch something.
I mean, all the short course stuff, like that's all I can do. It's not like they have a passenger seat in the little short course cars. So yeah. But you're just like, okay,
you just
this
tell.
And just watching.
Wow, that's cool.
It's funny how many times I get asked like, oh, do you have like a chart that you go off of? Like when you do this, I'm like, no. Like it's literally fuck around and find out.
Just all the feel.
After you do it more, there's a little less fucking around and more finding out.
Yep. So, it's all just, your personal
just
feel,
know.
your touch. Yeah. Goddamn.
It's, I mean, it's sort of in the same sense like carburetors, like you can hear one sled go by and it's like, and then you hear another sled go by, it's like, oh.
Yeah.
Yeah. Raise the needle.
Man, when we had our ZR440 out on the lake last weekend, this new one even, I don't know what carburetor setup we got going on with last year's sled and now this year's sled.
Don't tell me it's better.
It's not, no, we didn't get any speed runs going, but it sounds equally as good.
Oh, yeah.
It sounds like maybe it's just these ZR440s. It has a high pitched sound.
Yeah.
It's just like, oh, that sounds really
They're
good.
high revving sons of bitches.
Yeah.
So it's better.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, it's better.
It's just better.
Yeah.
First time out on the lake this year. Yeah, it's better already.
She's getting another W.
That's one thing we don't know the rules yet. The 440 race. That's one. I know Dustin was saying he's waiting for the rules on their Skidoo build.
Yeah, we're kind of up in the air right now still on what we want to do with the 440 stuff.
Yeah.
So
on the Fuji or
Liberty. I mean, we've got it diagnosed, I think, to where we're at on Liberty to make it.
What your problem was last year, kind of?
Yeah.
Oh, sure. Secret?
No, they got brass floats in the carburetors. That's all I'll say.
I think
Write that down.
We're leading. I was just gonna say we're like leaning too hard on this secret shit. I feel like people aren't gonna listen and don't care about our secrets.
Yeah. No,
I could be wrong though.
Who knows
how
many secrets
instead of a plastic float, where the floats will actually rise, a brass one could fill up with fuel.
Yeah.
Oh,
So it's constantly getting fuel
sure. Okay.
rather than a plastic one will actually float and close the needle.
Yep. I see. Yeah, that would cause it to run bad.
So we were constantly thinking that it was an oil injection issue
Yeah.
until we took the oil injection off and ran premix, and it was still running rich. So we tapped on the carburetors, did all that stuff. Well, running in the back now, they have brass floats, and it was a problem in dirt bikes way back in the day. They ran brass floats, and when they'd run like that, they were leaking. The brass floats were filling up with fuel.
And just the pure weight of them.
Yeah.
Like you'd hit bumps and they would just
Drop.
open.
Yeah. So that you're constantly getting fuel.
Sure.
Which like the year I was in snowcross mechanic stuff, we had these special plates we were bolting in to prevent that.
Yeah.
Didn't
yeah.
you?
And
Bikeman
all of a
come
sudden
out with a kit for the 850s now.
Yeah. Oh yeah. And then like halfway through the year, like someone got teched.
Yeah.
And they DQ'd them and we're like, fuck. And so we
remember
ripped
that.
everything out. We're like,
Everyone's
oh great,
running
they
them.
run like shit again now. Like,
Yeah.
yeah.
I remember seeing that. It's like, oh, it's just splash plates in the carb.
Yeah, it's not like the little froth cups. It was like a whole plate, like just a baffle.
Mm-hmm.
So
So they wouldn't drop.
Yeah.
So all
Wow.
So it was just preventing all of the fuel weight in the bowl basically from pushing on the float.
That's crazy. That's funny.
Yeah.
That I remember that.
Yeah.
Illegal to make your sled better.
Yeah. God forbid we don't bog in a hole and die.
Yeah. Who
You ever
designed
seen that video of James Stewart on his 250 when he like hits some double or a triple thing and it it's a double. And then before this triple and it bogs in the middle and he just cases the shit out of it. Yeah. He's like, and then he hits and just cases and just lets the bike go. He's like, just walks off the course. He's like, fuck you guys.
Yeah.
He's trying to jump onto that on and off.
Yeah.
And then,
Yeah.
right onto the face of it. It's a good video.
I've not seen it.
You'll
No.
have to see it.
He didn't have those plates.
Yeah. Yeah.
What were you doing, Jeremy Albrecht?
I know.
So Vince, you're a hell of a shot guy, but you're also a hell of a dirt bike rider.
Okay.
You raced.
Yeah. He got second in the A main in Millville.
Yeah, you're telling us
Well,
that.
yeah, you went as deep as AA hare scrambles.
Yeah.
I mean, to even
I'm-
enter
I'm,
AA.
like made it to AA basically.
Yeah, even
So the 1 year I was like, I kind of want to see if I can actually do this. And so I went after it in 250A and almost won the 250A championship. Was a couple points out. Like if I would have won the last Millville, I think we would have tied me and Kurt. And so after like overall throughout the season, it was like 8th overall before throwouts, like with the AA guys and everything.
Damn. Sound bitch. That's cool. we got our dirt bike racer in here. What the hell?
hare scramble.
Yeah. We dodged trees.
I don't know if you've watched a double A hare scramble out in New York. They're really big or whatever, but watching these guys go through the trees, it's like,
Dude, I went out east and did a couple of these J-Day races.
Yep.
Have you ever seen those?
Yeah,
So like,
that's what I would go to.
and so like the front row, like I was in 250A then. So front row is AA and pro, and freaking Ricky Russell and Ben Kelly were there. The weekend I was there, and like, I was still I wasn't like fast 250A. And so like I'd get, every once in a while lap by a AA guy here, like, oh, I can hang with him for a little bit. And you're like, okay, whatever, like a minute or two, and then they'd go away. And I'm at this J-Day race, like 12 minutes in, because they're really short courses. Like you do like 2 30-minute motos in the woods, and all I hear behind me is nothing but rev limiter. I'm like, holy shit. Like either somebody's very angry or somebody is moving. I look back and I see Ricky Russell. I'm like, oh, I'm going to hit, and he's gone. And it's just, those tracks are so different. Like the dirt out there is so much different than here. Like they ribbon it like 40 or 50 feet wide, and it is just nothing but like foot peg deep ruts the entire course. So you just pick a slot car, hold it wide open, turn, pick a slot, hold it wide open. And this dude, like, I don't understand.
Yeah.
Like, he's just gone.
I went to a J-Day race at Southwick track, and that one was...
I wish I could have done that one.
It looked like a blast.
Yeah.
Because they did a woods course, and then they go out on the course. And
really? They
all
go on the
jump-
track?
They go out on the moto. Like,
and they're all kind of just moguled over.
Yeah.
So you get a lot of... Out on the track at one time, there's a lot of different variants of riders.
Yeah.
So
and the
there's
woods
Z-
there are stupid fast. Like it's so open. Like there's a couple of GoPro videos.
Yeah.
And you're like, holy shit. Like it is so fast there.
Yeah, I was lucky I got to go watch one. And even just the the course, they kind of just round off all the jumps and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So it was mostly all 2-strokes. So the whole
time.
whole track was just
That was
in
the
the
other
sand.
thing. Like, I could not believe how many 2-stroke guys
Yeah.
are out there. Like you hear, it's like, you know, and even I'm guilty of it, 4-stroke stuff now.
Yeah.
But like out there, you're like, oh my God. Like
Yep.
when I was cool, I still had my YZ250 then. And
Yeah.
I'm like, oh my God, like everybody else has one of these too. Like, yeah.
Yeah, the
2-stroke smoke.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, the SX fucking 300 fuel injected
Oh, yeah.
2-stroke is
Lots of those out there.
is the fucking dog out there.
Really?
That's the bike
No.
to beat. Yeah.
Huh.
Yep.
Super
that-
weird.
I want no part of racing dirt bikes in trees.
It's sketchy. Like,
Yeah. Trees don't move.
Well, the rotten ones do.
How many trees out there are rotten are going to
You'd be
move when you
surprised.
hit them?
I felt so bad at that race because they laid down a bunch of telephone poles right before it was like a tabletop built out of pallets.
Yeah.
And there was sea riders out there at the time. And they were on like a 89 RM 250. And they would just, and they get the bike high centered on the pole.
Yeah.
Trying to go over, and then you just pick it up like 3 in a row. And then they have to fucking hit the tabletop made out of pallets, and they're dog tired.
Oh, it's great.
Sliding out.
Like the people watching at woods races is awesome.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I've watched enough GNCCs to be like the people that are just standing next to the track watching it. They're in the race.
No, I mean like the actual racing. Like if you go out and watch like some of these classes, you're like,
yeah,
okay, like maybe just like let's go trail riding first. And, like figure your life out a little bit before you come and race. But like, yeah, some of it's pretty funny.
yeah.
But no, I agree with you though. Just
Yeah.
on the side of the track watching a GNCC race, like they're having more fun than the racers.
Oh my God,
100%.
This year I didn't go to Ironman, but the past 2 years I did for Fox stuff, and like that place is a riot. Like there's before Ironman Hill, there's just this pond or creek, and there's I don't know, maybe 5,000 people here.
Oh my God.
It's insane. Like it's just lined. Like you go, like the quad guys come through, and it's like, yep, there's like maybe 6 inches on either side of them, and it's just people.
Jesus
And then
Christ.
they come up this hill, like Hunter, who one guy who do stuff for Hunter Hart. He was going up Ironman Hill. Some dude like just hammered, fell down. He just fucking smokes him with the Nerf bar. Guy's got his beer, he's like, sorry. And then he just freaking keeps on going.
Oh
like
my
nothing
God.
happened. Like it's hilarious.
God, what?
Come on.
Sorry,
the fuck.
Regan.
Fuck that guy.
Thinking back on it, why the fuck do we have Regan on an episode?
Well, it was on that episode where we didn't talk about snowmobiles, so it was perfect.
It was marathon episode.
run.
Yeah,
It was perfect.
Yeah, we got to get Regan to come in here for a snowmobile episode.
Yeah, I did get some DMs that people liked Regan in here. One guy said we had a good flow.
Good chemistry.
Yeah,
It's like,
good
no
chemistry.
shit, we're best friends for our entires life. Of course there's chemistry.
Yeah. But no, Regan was good.
Oh, yeah, it was awesome.
Yeah, it was a good episode. If marathon runners still getting plays, so people are still listening to Brody's marathon story.
Yeah, out there encouraging people to
Do
improve their lives. Yes. Motivation.
So much. Hannah made me run for a while.
Oh, really?
I don't have to anymore. She wants me to.
You
but I
should.
don't.
Yeah, a little bit, at least.
Nah.
She does.
I bicycle.
She does Ironman training, right?
Well,
Or
not.
she does
I wouldn't say
Ironmans.
training. She's done one full Ironman, and then she's done 3 half ones now.
That's
She's crazy.
Yeah, that's gnarly.
She's crazy.
That's gnarly. So like, I don't even know where to go. Like, we got so many things we could ask Vince. How long have we been going?
how do we get our shocks serviced by you?
By me? Well, I can't, if they're Fox stuff, I can't do them unless it's race stuff. So like my side thing, like I can do dirt bike suspension unless it's a Fox shock
VS3.
without conflict of interest thing.
Yeah,
So that's what I've got worked out. So that's my side thing is all dirt bike stuff. But yeah, otherwise for Fox stuff, like if it's race stuff, I do some stuff for guys and stuff like that. Otherwise we got the service center in Baxter
Yeah.
and that's where guys send their stuff to.
Do you get a lot of people that send their stuff right to them instead of going to to have Carver work on something or to send it to their buddy? Or
A lot of the snowmobile stuff I think still goes to Carver or the shock shop just because that's who people know.
Sure.
There's honestly not a lot of people that know that we service our own shocks.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's super weird.
it's news to me.
They're like,
Oh, really?
They're like,
Yeah.
oh, we can just send them there. And like, Yeah.
Wait, Fox works on their own shit. What?
Right. But granted, like, you know, in the dirt bike world, like, it's not like you call up like KYB Son and frickin' send them your dirt bike suspension. Like, it's Enzo or, you know, other companies that are doing it, which they're dealers.
Yeah.
Like, or like, you know, certified service centers and stuff. But
Yeah. It's not like your Fox place down in Baxter is a Fox showroom.
yeah, no, like it's a assembly line, like parts warehouse and service center. Like the front office looks kind of nice now.
Yeah.
But, yeah.
That's good to know.
Yeah.
That's helpful information.
Attention vids.
Yeah.
Yeah. Cool. Yeah.
Pretty much.
Well, that's something we went over.
we checked that one off.
Yeah. I mean, what, like, Carbide podcast, he wanted some District 23 hair scramble stories.
Sure.
What's your best? Being a racer or being a sweeper? What's the craziest thing you've seen?
Probably a sweeper.
What is a sweeper? What does that mean?
Come after class.
Yeah. So like you,
What?
He's not racing.
yeah. So
Okay.
I don't like racing. It's a lot of hard work. So it turns out, so I sweep ride for all the races for Gary. So basically it is as close as I will ever be to becoming a professional dirt bike racer because I'm getting paid to ride my dirt bike.
Okay.
Which is really cool.
Yeah, that's cool.
But you go after the class. So
Yeah.
After the class already went, you go just like how snowmobiles have a sweeper sled. You know, like during the 500, they'll have like a Bearcat that follows it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So same concept.
Okay, cool.
But yeah, so I got the nickname the Golden Broom the first time.
Yeah.
Because the first time I ever did it for Gary was at the Crosby race. And I put a little over 17 gallons of gas through my bike and like 12 and a half hours on it in 2 days.
Yeah, I suppose
Yeah,
I
we
like
just
that.
like just nonstop riding. Like 8 a.m, put the boots on and ride till about 4 or 5 at night. Just
Jesus
going.
Christ. Holy shit.
The same 10-mile course.
Just picking 65 kids up.
Oh yeah, lots of picking up 50 kids, and that's the funniest thing is like you see the little kids and they start crying because they tipped over. Like it's okay, like it'll get better in a few years. Just hang in there, little buddy. Like, but the mudders, oh my god! Like like last year at Crosby, it was a mutter.
Yeah.
And like it sucked.
I
Like,
remember-
I was so tired. That was the worst day I've ever had on a dirt bike. Like I
could
just
only
gassed after the 50 race from pushing these kids out and all this. And then I think every 65 fried a clutch. And then the 85 kids, like they go pretty good.
Yeah.
And stuff like that. And then you get like C-class out there and you're like, fuck. Like there were guys stuck in these ruts like down at the bottom of the hills, and I'm like, I have to keep going because like there's 40 of you guys behind me still, and I'm like, you got to get to this main trail or something. Like I can't help you down here. And I come around the next lap and they're still sitting there, same spot. No. And then there's a couple guys like it's the next race and they're still sitting down there. I'm like, you got to help me help you. Oh my I'm like out of water because these other kids are out of water, so I'm giving kids water. Like out of my own Camelback. I'm like, I'm dying. Like bikes are blown up everywhere because people don't know how to freaking ride them apparently. Like I don't get it. I don't know how people roach clutches and blow up bikes and all this. Like I just did the clutch in my 450. It's got 130 hours on it.
Really?
Brand new. Wasted my money.
Damn.
Like I don't get how people wreck this stuff all the time.
I mean, Tomac goes through a clutch in about a half hour.
Yeah, but that's okay. He gets paid money to do that.
Yeah,
true.
I don't.
130 hours on it, really?
Yeah.
Huh.
Holy shit.
Yeah. Which that's like not a lot for me. Because the year I had my 05 125, I put like 96 hours on that bike that year. Mm-hmm. And then my 250, I think it was like 110 or 120 that year, just in like one season.
God damn.
So
Jesus Christ.
yeah.
That's a lot of riding.
Yeah.
That's insane.
I was pretty
like every time I went out though, like that year, it was okay. It'd be a Wednesday or a Saturday. I'm like, we're putting in 2.5 hours today.
Sure.
And just go out nonstop.
Yep.
So
yeah, I thought 50 hours on my bike this year was a lot.
Yeah.
I didn't do many this year.
No?
No, I think it started the year with maybe 85 or 90 on it.
Oh, okay.
So-
Yeah, we rode with you once down on Tracks North.
Oh, yeah.
That was a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Vince just worked me on the motor track too. Like,
I believe that.
Taillight.
yeah, yeah, he had the headlight and the taillight on it.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I was the first or second weekend on that new 450 and then on a new track too. So like if we went up to Brooks, I think I'd be a little closer to you.
I'm sure.
But still it's like, all right, that's a couple seconds faster lap than I want to go. So that was pretty good. Pretty fun.
Yeah, that'd be fun.
That place is fun.
Yeah.
Could use like a landing here and there.
Yeah.
I was pretty sore. It felt like I raced snowcross the next day. Like there's a lot of jump to flat stuff.
Yeah.
Nice.
Big
That
jumps
sounds
too.
like fun.
Oh yeah.
Big jumps.
Some booters.
It was a lot of fun. Like I'll definitely go back there again. One at a time.
Bring on the woods loop.
No.
Yeah.
No.
I would like the woods would be fun. I've always
Really?
I don't know why. I don't like jumping.
You should get a bike. We should all go.
I don't like jumping. That's why I got a motorcycle because it never leaves the road. And so, yeah, I just don't like jumping, I don't think.
Well, you'll be fine on the ice sled then.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Watch out for them ice heaves.
Maybe
But even at the same time, I've really never aired out snowmobiles on approaches because I just don't like jumping. I don't know why. Just subconsciously. I've never really thought about it, but it's like, yeah, I just don't want to jump. Just then you have to land hard.
Time kind of slows down when you're jumping. Like I always like think in my head, I'm like that song "Smooth Operator." You know? Smooth Operator. Yeah.
See, I don't think so.
Yeah, no, it slows down in my head anyways.
Yeah, no, I don't think, not mine.
Are you sure you don't have testicular cancer?
No, I'm pretty sure I have autism. You know, that was a thing back in the day. I like when in like first grade, I had to go to sped class or whatever.
I couldn't talk worth a damn or read. So
Yeah, that's what it was. Well, I think Julie Paulson's little heart just couldn't see me fucking taking sped classes the rest of the rest of my life. So she's like, "Yeah, you're good. Just
hopefully you graduate."
barely."
So everything's just a little bit slower, you're saying?
Yeah, everything's just a little bit
Not just
slower, but
jumping.
holy fuck, my hyper concentration just works so fucking good. Like that's why I'm so good at body work. I mean, I just fucking concentrate in one area, and it's like, God damn it, this is fucking sweet.
So all you're saying is you have ADHD.
Listen, man.
Listen.
I don't know what it is, but fuck, I'm good at body work.
Yeah, I believe you. Yeah.
Brody's good at woodworking.
Yeah, that's the only thing I'll ever say that I'm good at.
Yeah.
True. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can spray up some trim pretty damn good.
Have you ever gotten tested for autism?
No, I have not.
Yeah,
But it takes
put two and two together.
it takes a certain eye though. If you're painting or detailing stuff, it takes a certain eye because there's some people you can bring in there and they look at it and they're like, I don't know what you're looking at. It's like, don't you see it looks like shit? No, I have no idea.
I feel the same way at work. It's like Brady's showing me like we're gonna cut this grade. He's like, yeah, cut this grade and slope it in like that. Is like,
I don't have that.
I don't see it.
I don't have that eye.
Well, it seems we've all got autism.
Mm-hmm.
You gotta have a certain eye.
You do
for
it.
that detailing shit.
You do, and like the guys that can cut grade on a dozer, they have like a grade stick like in them. Like they have a level in them. It's just like, okay, yeah, we're going level. It's like, I don't feel that. I could be like this. It's like it feels pretty good.
Feels fine for me.
Moving dirt.
Yeah, feels good for me, Brady.
Sorry, Brady, I'm trying really hard, but this is all I got. I can ride a snowmobile on the ice. That's all I got.
Yeah.
No, it's something. Yeah, it's something you're born with. I don't think you can.
Oh, for sure.
Autism?
Yeah,
Yes.
that's what it
Yes.
is. I mean, I believe that's what it is.
If you want to call it that, I don't want to downgrade it. Okay, I think it's a special ability. Like
I'm not saying it's bad.
It's a positive.
Did you take sped classes?
Oh yeah, no, I was horrific at reading. I self-diagnosed myself as dyslexic because I can't. Yeah, I read shit backwards all the time.
Yeah.
and I couldn't talk worth a damn. I sounded like a New Yorker. Couldn't say my R's. Every once in a while, it comes out and I hear it. I just want to shoot myself. It's like, God damn, I sound so stupid.
We both should be fucking medicated.
No. I don't think no medication at all. It makes us better.
Yeah. So Vince, away
from that tangent.
Yeah. So Vince, you're up here in the Great White North because we're gonna ride some snowmobile tomorrow.
Where's the white?
Well, no, yeah, no wait
The
right
people.
Yeah, the great dead grass and field of the north.
Now. Yeah.
We're getting canceled.
Pause.
We're getting canceled for sure.
And we're done.
Okay. Okay, so me and Vince are going to ride solo tomorrow.
Yes.
You brought up the nitro.
I did.
Yep. Nitro for the ice.
Yes.
There hasn't been a nitro out there since probably 2016.
With you.
Yeah, I was the last nitro out there.
That's more recent than I would have anticipated.
There's one in the old mod class in Myra.
Oh, yeah. Chris,
Yeah.
Chris Eichenberg. Yep.
That's a sweet machine.
Yeah.
Damn right it is.
I'm excited to see yours.
Yeah. Chris won like I think it was like
Some shootout thing, right?
At
Sue on it?
Yeah. No, that was on his Viper.
Oh, it was.
That was the Viper.
But he's the guy that has the. Okay.
Yep. Yeah. Because he raced the Nitro at Eagle River in like the old mod class.
That's right.
But in like, I think it was 08 or one of those years way back when they actually had like the factory 600 class at Eagle River, he actually won it on that too.
Right.
So that was one of the bigger wins for Nitro. Blue Crew. But yeah, Blue Crew through and through.
Your nitro was badass.
I liked it. It was a fun sled. It was in our top sled list. It was honorable mention.
Oh yeah.
Honorable mention. But yeah, it was a fun sled. It's totally different to drive, unlike anything else. It's got its own
It
feeling.
is weird.
Yeah.
Like it's almost like the Polaris IQR stuff.
Yeah.
Like the bars it's just in an odd spot. And you're like, the first time you get on, like, I don't know about this. And then you like start riding, like, oh, like it kind of makes sense. Like it's weird, but it's easy.
IQRs just doesn't fucking work though.
That's exactly what Jared Mershman said when he bought a Nitro XTX and he rode it from his house. My dad convinced him to buy it. He's like, "Oh, you got to buy this Nitro. It's like the 4-stroke, one oil change a year." And Jared said he rode it from his house to my dad's house. He's like, "What the fuck did I buy?" And then Jared turned out to love it.
Yeah.
Just that first ride, it's like, "Oh man,
It is
what
so weird."
Yeah, but it works good. I mean,
Yeah.
not good enough. It was only two second place finishes in semi-pro on it, so not good enough.
No.
But
How would you do on it now? Do you feel like you would do better on it now?
Yeah, I would be able to do better on it now because I was fat.
and now you got rid of the Activia gear.
Activia, Arctiva.
Yeah, Arctivia.
Yeah, hey, Levi
It's
LaValle
yogurt
wore
that's good for you.
Yeah, Levi LaValle wore that gear.
Hey,
back
I
in the
had
day.
it too.
Yeah, it was looked good.
The Digicamo in orange.
Yeah.
That was Nitro Brethren.
It was cool.
True.
Yeah.
It did look badass.
The Avalanche Racing guys had it. Mike Schultz, Gula.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah, it was
you guys.
cool for its time.
How was the Castle X, bro?
I should try to find that coat.
Do you still have it?
I think it's in the closet at mom and dad's. I should find it.
No way.
It did look badass.
Does it have 56 on the back?
I think my mom wrote it in magic marker. Yep.
Oh yeah.
Can we put it in the man cave? That's a freaking relic.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, no more Arctiva gear. Nitro would be faster.
Yeah, and the 50 pounds I lost too. That'd be helpful too. And yeah, like we didn't there was no training at all at that time for racing. What I was doing, like it was just all off just like talent, and that's all I had.
It just
like
Pop-Tarts.
yep, Pop Tarts.
Pop Tarts and pizza.
So yeah, no, I think it'd be a little bit better. But still, it wouldn't be near what I could do on like my old 7,000 of last year. So just because the handling.
Yeah.
Like it'll be really interesting because Vince changed his from a 121 to a 128.
Yep.
So it just extended it out a little bit farther. So I think that's kind of what it was lacking a little bit.
yeah, it's way less like twitchy and all that. And then with the front end stuff that I changed on it too.
So,
like, it's
so what
a
do you
lot
run?
better.
Do you run a hacksaw track in it or?
No, I've got a ripsaw in it.
Okay.
Still. So
Yeah. Sweet.
I tried to find a hacksaw, but all the ones are beat up.
Yeah,
'cause
128 hacksaw is hard. to
Do
find.
you have a 1-inch in there?
No, it's 1 1/4.
Oh, you
I
could-
wanted to put a 1-inch, but like I tried to find one. It's like I'm not going to buy a new one
Yeah.
right now. Like I was seeing like, oh, maybe Alex or Reverings have a used one.
Sure.
And Alex is like, yeah, I don't think you want to run any of the ones that I got.
Yeah.
So most of them are Sioux tracks. It's like, nah,
Yeah.
I'm good.
Oh yeah. At least he was nice enough to be honest with you.
yeah,
Like you really want to buy one of these?
I've got a 128, but it's in my my IQR right now. It just needs a couple clips. So
Sure.
if you ever want it, I don't think I'm ever going to use it again.
1 inch, the 1 inch one.
Yep, 1 inch hacksaw, 128.
Yeah.
But need some clips.
Speaking of clips, we bought that track clip tool and I re-clipped my track.
Did
And
it work good?
I talked about it quite a few episodes ago.
Yeah.
Track clip tool review. It is well worth its money.
Oh yeah.
10 out of 10. If
Instead
you
of fucking.
yeah, it's just essentially a big freaking bolt cutter.
Yep.
With a track clip tool TIG welded on the end of it. That's like perfectly welded, and it's just one movement, and it's just perfectly placed. So if you have any questions, if you're debating on getting the track clip tool because you got to do track clips, well worth it. I was happy.
I'm going to come over.
Clearly.
Yeah, I was stoked. Like, cause we had that old tool where you had to take it apart and it was two pieces.
With like an impact gun.
Well, no, Dad doesn't believe in power tools. So we were using the ratchet.
Breaking down.
Yeah, yeah, we were
Just carpal tunneling your life away.
Yeah, we were using the ratchet because, like, I mean, with the impact gun, you could get it close, but then you kind of you got to have that feel of like if it's too tight or not tight enough. So we were ratcheting the whole thing.
It's when the autism comes in.
So yeah, that tool was well worth it.
And it's still Amish.
Yeah,
At the same time, no power tools.
Yep.
All analog.
Yeah, yeah. Because it was Longton asked me about it because I was like, oh, I forgot to talk about that on the next episode, but throwing it out there now.
Cross it off the list.
Yep.
Yeah, fucking. That would be cool. I feel like we should do that.
Yeah. I wonder what. I wonder if a pencil would stay on there. But then we'd be sitting here and then our hands would be all penciled and gray and.
It would be so funny to see my notes.
Just be marathon times.
Yeah. Check for autism.
And then underline what is.
But no, how long have we been going for, Brody?
205.
Really?
Yeah.
God, that flies by.
How about that?
Huh? Yeah, it does, doesn't it?
Shit.
Because you just did your ones you did with Gary. They were kind of shorter.
Yeah, they're like
weren't
an
they?
hour and a half.
Yeah. Man, that flies by.
Every time.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't know. We could
Again.
Same with Brian. Like we could have kept going on and on and on. Could have been a 5-hour show.
Yeah,
probably.
we could sit here till 2 a.m.
Fine by me. I got enough tweez.
Yeah. Brady bought him enough twisted teas. He could last. You go super hydrated for riding tomorrow.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
I'm not like if I do decide to race, we're not planning on doing well at all in the final. Like I just want to qualify well.
Yep.
Like I got 2 laps in me,
Fucking nitro.
and then we'll go out in the final like a lap or 2 in, and then just drop the anchor, like just fade back. Because if I only have to do 9 laps, that's less work I have to do before I can start drinking twisted teas again.
There you go. I like how he thinks.
Son of a bitch. Too bad it wasn't on Sunday because I'd join you.
Huh? Yeah. Like you want to get a good qualifying time in there to say at least like, hey, I got 2 laps fast.
Right.
Yeah.
Just to be like,
2
okay,
laps
it works pretty good.
Sure.
That's really all I care about.
Sure. I
Yeah,
see.
you're not there to win. You're just there to try your setup.
Like I know I'm not winning the 10 grand.
Yeah.
Like there's no way. So.
Well, it's not 10. It's not 10 to win Pro Open.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
That's the stock class.
It was
well, then I'm really fucked.
I
So
think,
then you really don't care to win. You just want to know if your setup's good.
yeah, I think when I won Pro Open last year it was 5,500 after contingencies. So it was a pretty good payday.
That's not bad.
Yeah.
To buy a fuckload of Fox Shock parts.
Yep. Yep.
Buy like 2 nitros with that.
No, I had to buy another heat exchanger after that.
Yeah.
But yeah.
And some more freaking air conditioning duct.
Yeah. Somebody commented on that. Like I sent a video or a Snapchat to a few people that I have that air conditioning duct as a brake duct.
Yeah.
It's 4-inch. There's
And
no
it's retractable.
Yeah, that's what I sent out. I got it tubed to the brake in the inside of the sled. But then like sometimes when you got a hard plastic hose over to it and you got to work on something down there, it's in the way. But I can just retract it all the way to the outside and it's like I don't even have it in there. So yeah.
It's like the hose got really cold and shrank or something.
Lucky it doesn't do that during the race.
Yeah. No, it
Shrivel
doesn't.
up.
No, it doesn't.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Lucky it doesn't.
Yeah. No, it works really good.
I love when it rips off though, and it's just flopping in the wind.
Yeah, one thing I noticed is your security for mounting it is fucking like mechanics wire.
Yeah, it is mechanics wire.
Fencing wire.
Yep, mechanics wire.
The duct works great. It's just what holds it on. It's
Just some straw from the barn.
yeah. You might as well use fucking
Baling
bale
twine.
twine. Yeah. Tie it in like you tie your shoelaces.
No, it's mechanics wire, just wrapped 4 times around it.
Yeah.
Yep. It works when it's not going through a 200-yard stretch of water.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, that was the only thing that ripped it off last year.
Yeah, I was gonna say it normally works.
Yeah, yeah. And then this year, if somehow I mounted it up different this year, so it's actually tilted up a little higher. Because last year I had it always tilt down, like with the slope of the sled almost. So now it's going to be well up above the snow dust and snow. So you don't have to worry about scooping any snow with it. Because that's always bad. Like you go wide into a berm or something, it just freaking just hogs 4 inches of snow right into the freaking clutch area, and then going down the store and it just slips the belt. It's like, oh, that wasn't good. But it's the price you pay for having a big brake duct.
I don't have any ducting on mine.
Really?
Yeah.
We'd cut like a quart oil jug and duct it on mine.
I saw you had something.
Yeah.
Like you didn't have anything inside. It was just to like scoop more air.
Yeah, just scoop a little bit more. No, I actually think we actually did have a little hole just kind of running over to it.
I mean, I know even last year, like mostly aggressively trail riding, like I cooked them a couple times.
Yeah. I gave you that set of DP pads and you wrecked a rotor, didn't they? Like the DP pads we were using on my nitro, it was some full centered pad that the rotor was wearing out before the pad was.
Yeah, that rotor is like, it's pretty grooved out. But
Yeah.
I've found a brand new one.
Oh,
So I've got that on there now with my eBay special brake pads. And we're going to do them back to back with the Yamaha ones. So
Nice.
it's better.
the Yamaha actually is really smart. They have like a finned brake rotor.
Yeah.
Like the brake rotor has a fan on it.
Yeah.
It's like,
Yeah, like you can get the rotor like hot and
Yeah.
then just spinning it'll cool the pads itself.
yep.
So
Like a car.
Yep.
yeah,
It's like, where does this technology get lost at? Like,
on the boat. Paper got wet.
Vince is a diehard Blue Crew.
Yeah.
Japan.
Japan.
Yeah.
Hey, love the Japs.
Yeah, he was happy we came here in a Toyota.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
That's what we love. That's what we drive.
Yeah.
Goddamn American mates.
But before we end this, I had a few things to throw out there. That so the Shop Talk podcast Fantasy League
Yeah.
hasn't been talked about for a few episodes. We're still doing it. We actually have a sponsor. I called up Woody's quite a few weeks ago, and they are putting in a $100 gift card coupon to the winner of the league. Or, well, I don't know if we'll do to the winner, but maybe for top 3. Maybe we'll try to get 1 or 2 other gifts to people to play for. But in the end, Woody's is putting up a coupon code for us, so you'll have something to win. So huge thanks to Woody's. Also, it's pretty cool that Woody's is sponsoring the Carbide podcast. Shout out Spencer. Listen to every episode. So yeah, it's the Carbide podcast presented by Woody's. So
Latest episode was the Revolt or whatever.
Yeah, I listened to that. Did you listen to that one?
I started in on it. Yeah.
The guy who made the red lines.
line.
Yeah, that was crazy. For this guy to just have this crazy idea, like
Tube chassis.
Yeah, I want to make a snowmobile.
Yeah.
It's like,
What?
yeah. He wanted to be like the Ducati of snowmobiles.
Damn.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was what his vision was. So that was a really interesting episode to listen to too. But they've all been pretty good. And then Shop Talk Fantasy League. Watch for that. We'll have all the links and everything for that. Still doing it. Hopefully, if anybody wants to sponsor that, to put in some money for that to play for.
That'd be awesome.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Yep. And we got hats. If you notice, we're all 3 wearing Shop Talk Podcast hats.
There's 4 of us here.
But 3 of us are wearing
3
these
of
hats.
us are wearing the hats.
You said all 3 as if I wasn't even here.
Normally, there's only 3 of us.
Sorry, Vince is wearing a Fox hat. He's a Fox.
Yeah.
But
Makes sense.
We only have a very limited amount of these Shop Talk podcast hats. They're a super nice hat, Richardson 112, really nice leather patch on the front. So if you want a hat, $25 for a hat, and I think it's $8 shipping I think is what we're doing if you want it shipped to you. And shirts, we're working on shirts. They've fallen behind 1 week. We're hoping to have shirts ready by next weekend.
Yes.
Really hoping. Brody, you're not wearing yours.
No.
I was going to have you stand up in front of the camera and model it.
Sorry, I do not have it.
Okay. So yeah, we got hats. If you want a hat, DM me or Kyle or Brody. Write this down.
But if you want a hat, just come find us.
Yep. $25 if you find us, if you pick it up from us, but then it's $25 plus $8 shipping. And it's like, it seems like a lot, but we tested some stuff with my mom. My mom works at the post office. We're like, how much does this cost to ship? Shipping is expensive.
Yeah, shipping is.
So like, there's no money being made on shipping at all. Like shipping is expensive.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, that's a bummer. Oh, and you bought an ALR shirt.
Yep.
And I got a shirt thrown in.
Okay, yeah.
So we split shipping.
Yeah.
So tell Austin to give half your shipping money back.
Yeah, no, he did.
Oh, okay, cool. Thanks,
Yeah.
Austin.
Yeah, no, he hooked it up.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Heck yeah.
Austin's good dude.
Yep.
He sends me funny TikToks now.
That's like me and Vince is just constant Instagram memes.
Yeah.
Back and forth.
Usually ragging on KTMs, but
Heck yeah. I think that was all I had to get out there. If anybody's still listening. I
I don't know.
What are we at now?
2:15. I don't think anyone's listening at
No,
2:15, but someone might hear this message.
No, to put it out there again to everybody that watches and listens, I mean, we really appreciate it.
It's still fucking crazy to me that people listen and like this. It's wild. I don't understand it at all.
Yeah,
But it's cool as shit. Thank you.
We're number 1 to 3 people.
Yeah.
You three people out there, you guys are heroes.
Yeah, we got so like everybody was posting their Spotify Wrapped for this past week on how much music they listen to and whatnot. And so I got one for the podcast on like what the listeners are doing. And so we were the top 10 in 24 fans on their list. We were the top 5 for 21 fans, and we were the top podcast for 3 fans.
Which is insane.
So that's pretty awesome. So give them a round of applause, Brody.
Yep.
Give
Thank you.
Hell yeah. Yeah, you guys are awesome.
Heck yeah, that's awesome. So yeah,
It blows my mind, but it's awesome.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't get how they can fucking listen to 2 autistic kids in Gunner.
Yeah, I don't get it either. I bring nothing to the conversation. I'm just a wild card that says stupid shit and asks obvious questions.
Brody's the question, man.
yeah,
That is true.
the one that wears the watch.
Tech guy. Which is you. You are the actual tech guy. I just own the equipment.
Yeah, Brody's brain when he's thinking about fucking electronic shocks, he's like,
Yeah, like, what? AI? There's a little robot in there every time, just working away.
tiny little guy just
I do have to
writing down ones and zeros as you drive.
Yep. I do have to watch that video though with the robot riding a crotch rocket though.
Yeah.
Yeah. I gotta look that up. Didn't forget about it. I wrote it down.
Yep, it's on the table.
It's on the
tiny robot guy.
But no, like, do you got anything else to add, Vince? Or like, I mean, we could just keep going.
Yeah, we could keep going.
But
Let's go.
Yeah, we'll see you on the track.
We got a loud pipe on the nitro.
yeah,
Nice.
So that's
Yep.
good.
I like
so
that.
people know if the jet pow is coming through.
yeah, expect a vlog from this weekend's testing. We're definitely gonna have a vlog. Mandy's gonna have her drone going on Saturday tomorrow.
We got
Yeah.
450
Yep.
with the death tires on it.
Yeah.
Ooh, hey, that's pretty fucking cool.
Yeah.
You like motorcycles and you like not jumping, so come down and ride on
true.
the ice.
Ooh, I might have to do that.
You should hop on it.
Brody rode my Suzuki
Oh, fuck.
450 one time.
Yeah.
And he had his 300 at the time. I said, yeah, just go take it down the road, just up and down the tar. I see him go turn around at the driveway, and he shifts first, second, third, front tire comes off the ground on him.
Because I wanted to like, let's hammer on it a little bit.
I'm like a quarter mile away from him. I can see the whites of his eyes.
It shows up on like Google Earth.
Yeah, you can see my eyes.
Yeah.
From a satellite. Yes.
Where-
Because I thought I was gonna die and ruin your sled. Dirt bike.
brand new dirt bike.
Brand new dirt bike.
Oh, God.
I was if I didn't die, I was gonna have to live with wrecking your new dirt bike on the fucking road.
Gliding it
Which
right
is
down
even worse.
Yeah, which is even worse. I'd rather be dead.
Just road rash Baltimore wheelie boys.
Yeah,
Freaking
brand new bike.
RMZ.
Right down the tar. But you didn't. You held
No,
on to it.
I somehow saved it. Yeah. Just the experience of riding a motorcycle.
Yeah.
I think helped. Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, you could definitely come down and ride the ice bike.
I might have to try
Because
that.
you weren't down when we rode Thad's TTR 125.
No, it was not.
That's the only time I've ever ridden a bike on the ice, and it was sketchy. It's like it messes with your mind because you're on a dirt bike and you're like, okay, the front tire is gonna wash out now, and now.
Which these tires, like that's not the case. Like on ice, it's the most traction.
It's
you will
100%
ever
positive.
experience.
Oh my God.
Like you can just about drag handlebars on like clean ice.
Oh my God.
And that's all Pine Lake is right now.
Yeah,
is
like it's. I was
Hilarious,
looking. Yeah, I'm like, oh my god, this is gonna be fun.
Yeah.
Like we might even not do a lap on the nitro. I'll just be doing figure eights on the 450.
At the end of the day, I'm riding the nitro for some reason.
Yeah, and it's geared real tall, so it's I think 1446. So like I said, it's like probably just about 100-mile-an-hour bike right now.
God damn.
I
could test it. I could test it.
We're gonna do speed runs. I'm gonna have the GoPro holding right next to you.
Front tire just.
We'll watch you put it into one of your swaps.
Yeah, no,
Yeah,
not
there you
on
go.
Those bikes.
No?
Yeah.
Those dirt bikes are not made to do that. You will die. Completely different set of ergonomics, geometry.
I still can't imagine doing that though.
One line that stuck with me last week was Brian Dyrdahl. I laugh at it when I listen to it. Is he said geometry is a fact. It's not.
So true.
Yeah. It's not a theory. It's a fact. Yeah.
Telling that to a Skidoo engineer.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah, that was a good episode. That was good.
Yeah. Shout out Brian.
Yeah. Brian had fun. I talked to him at the shop a few days later. He had fun doing it.
Good.
So
Good. Yeah.
that was a good one.
It wasn't a complete waste of 3 hours then.
No, he had fun.
Awesome.
I haven't even talked to him that much.
Oh, really?
Like even when we were like testing with Christian Brothers stuff, it was like didn't really talk too much. I mean, he's like quiet.
Yeah, he's a quiet guy. But if we got him on a good night where he was ready to talk snowmobiles, so it was good. It turned out really good. But yeah, like I don't know. I just don't know.
I gotta pee.
He's got to pee.
Yeah, we could end it there. But yeah, Vince, we'll definitely have to get you back in here.
Yeah,
Definitely
I think so.
Definitely have to give you a call at some point too.
Okay.
Or something. Maybe
Yeah, especially when we start breaking down these tech questions. You know.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Like,
Can be a regular call-in guy.
oh, that'd be cool.
Little Jason Thomas action.
Yeah. Pulpamex reference.
I didn't get it. Yeah,
buddy.
I just nod. And,
Jason Thomas, he calls in like every weekend to the Pulpamex show.
okay.
He's good. But yeah.
Oh no, I probably can't say that yet. I have to clear that with Gary. Never mind.
Oh.
Secret stuff.
Yep, secret stuff.
Write that down.
Not even on the table.
Oh.
Fuck
okay.
yeah.
Yeah, invisible ink.
I mean, Zero Pros have been around for a long time.
You can tell us if they're going back to them because they're so good.
It's basically the same thing still.
But
Yeah, I mean, it works.
so yeah, episode 10 is a good one. Good. It's good. You have fun, Vince?
I've been having so much fun.
I think we all have. This has been a fucking good time. Yeah.
The good one. And then next weekend is the first oval race, the first snowmobile race of the year.
Yep.
The oval guys are going up to Beaujeu. Yep.
Say that 10 times fast.
Yeah, you just make up that word? What the hell was that?
Beaujeu.
Remember that guy on Blair Morgan Racing?
Huh?
You remember the 101 guy on Blair Morgan Racing? Cajun Kunishish?
No.
From like Ouija Boogaboo, Quebec or something like that. Like it's so weird. I'm like, oh my God. Like you heard Greg Kramer say it, like, okay, if this guy can say it.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, the first snowmobile race of the year next week that we'll be able to talk about.
Cool. That'll be fun. That'll
Maybe
be cool.
we'll try to get an oval guy to call in
That'd be sweet.
or be able to call oval guy.
Sponsor me, Wall Brothers. Please. Hey.
But yeah, episode 10 in the books. I think like for a thumbnail, I always kind of have to grab a still shot of like something.
Yeah,
Yeah,
then you
but
can
I
just go
like
to the very end.
I like when it's organic though. When it's an organic, like not set up. No, see, don't do that.
no pesticides.
No, it's the organic thumbnails are the better ones. When you're that's just bullshit. It's somewhat organic because I'm talking
It's
shit about it.
not really bullshit though, because there's actual thumbnails in it.
Yeah. Well, I know. Yeah, his is bleeding.
No, that's his pinky.
Ah, fuck.
Much
Sorry.
less important.
Sorry.
You know what it was? It was from you wrapping it under the bars
Yeah,
in
it
the
was.
shop.
I was trying to do you do something weird with your pinky on the handlebar, Kyle?
Yeah.
What?
What do you do?
I shove it all the so like I kind of have my throttle block closer to like
The grip?
mid height, and the throttle is kind of long on an XC.
Yeah.
And then my little butt end or whatever, I just fucking hold it tight against that.
Like you're wrapped around though.
Kinda.
You're not like, because like Wes, like I don't even know. Like he puts his pinky like on this side.
Yeah.
Of the bars. Like he like pushes against it with this part.
Oh, he wraps it
Yeah,
like
like
this.
if his bar was like this, his
Yeah, there you
pinky
go.
would be like that.
Yeah. no,
Fucking
God.
fancy mic guy can show you.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, like say like this is your
Nope,
your
not
butt
that
end.
one.
I
The
just
pinky
butt
finger.
Fuck.
Not this one.
On the inside, I butt my pinky against it,
Oh, sure.
and then it's real easy to do. But yeah, I just butt my pinky against it, and then like my whole hand is kind of big enough to wrap around.
But
The mic was in the way. I couldn't see shit.
Wes has showed me he's had blisters on the top of his pinky.
Oh, from
Yeah.
wrapping it.
Yeah, and he said, "I bet you've never had a pinky
Yeah,
right there."
it's like it's not from punching
Or
loose.
a blister right there. He said, "I bet you've never had a blister up there."
It's like, no, I haven't.
No,
Why
I've
the
never
fuck would you?
done that with my pinky.
No.
Yeah. But yeah, okay. Episode 10. Thanks again, everybody watching, listening. We'll be back next weekend. Kyle's got to pee.
He's got to. Yeah.
Fucking go.
Yeah.
man.
Okay. Go then.
Just
we'll
go,
wrap
man.
it up. Yeah.
Thanks for listening.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thanks again, Vince, for being here.
Yeah, whatever.
It was awesome. No, thanks for being here.
Okay. Okay. Wrap it up, Brody. Thanks,
No,
thanks again, everybody. Episode 10.
Thank you. Oh shit. We're back.
Okay. We just finished up episode 10, but then breaking news. Kyle opened his phone as soon as we were done recording, and the Dyrdahl race is postponed. Postponed till the end of December. So
December 30th.
30th and 31st.
Yeah.
Yep.
So
Yeah,
currently-
New Year's weekend.
So breaking news. Dun-dun-dun, dun-dun-dun.
Son of a bitch.
There's only 6 to 7 inches of ice out on Pine Lake right now as we speak.
Yep.
We're looking for a foot.
Yep. DNR permit needs a foot. So yeah.
Yeah, you were just talking about how you didn't want it to be postponed.
I know.
So all you Catalyst guys,
You're-
you got some.
you got some-
You
you
got
got
a
some
month.
time. Yeah.
You got a month.
Yeah,
You
you
got
got
some
a
time.
month now. So, so yeah, we figured we were still sitting here with breaking news. We figured we better throw it in here right at the
Yeah,
end.
might as
So,
well.
Episode 10B.
10
Sure.
speed.
10 extended cut
Yep. 0 Pro is still
After dark.
on Pulp MX. They do after Kiefer after
God,
dark.
some of those are so good.
Oh
See,
my
that's
God,
where
so
I would
good.
shine after dark
Oh,
because that's
God.
when I could just spout out random shit.
Oh, you can do it anytime.
Well, yeah, but this
But
guy
more after dark.
Exactly.
Yeah. No, like
Hey, Israel.
See, the ceasefire just ended. Like,
so.
Give me my hostages.
So yeah, Dyrdahl Memorial Pine Lake race postponed.
yep,
Now what are we gonna do?
it's a son of a
Burn
bitch.
more fucking gas.
Yeah, now we're just gonna burn the hell out of some brake pads and high facts
There ain't
and
going to be ice left now.
heat exchangers and
So you might as well put it in order for an extra set of brake pads and belt.
easily.
How many belts do you go through? Like, I'm just curious.
Oh, hardly none.
Okay,
Like
I was
I've
gonna
gone
say, like-
continuous race weekends on the same belt. That's such a hard subject. Like if a belt is holding RPMs, like if a belt is holding RPMs good, is it still is it a bad belt? How long do you run it?
Until it doesn't.
Yeah, exactly. Like yeah,
I
I
mean,
think
like it's a good belt until it isn't.
yeah, pretty much until it goes boom. Yeah. Like hardly. Well, all the belts I ran recently were like a 070, but now we're running new belt.
Cat
on this.
belts?
Yep.
Okay.
New cat belt. So now these have a new belt on this current one. So we don't know how this one lasts. So a little bit of play there, but like some testing that we do is like go run for 50, 60 miles straight, you know, and see how that belt holds up to the temperature of getting heat soaked. So that's a lot of testing. Just like you're doing heat testing almost.
Yeah. 50 miles is more than a heat.
Yeah.
We
Because
got
you
to do
got
that with our shock stuff.
Yeah.
Like when we get in the side by sides, like, okay, this works good now. Like, time to go put 100 miles on it.
Yeah.
Then you just sit there and beat the shit out of yourself for half a day.
Nice.
Then you don't want to touch them again. They're like 300 degrees.
It's like it works good in the first 10 miles, but it's
Right.
going to work good in the last the last 10 miles
Right.
for a 100-mile race.
I will just be running the 8DN-17641-00-00 Yamaha belt.
Oh, I know which one you're talking about.
It turns out they've used it since, I don't know, the beginning of time.
Yeah, it's the same primary
Same
and same
one.
secondary they've been running on probably that first phaser you had.
Yeah, Christ.
Yeah. Well, no, that was different.
Oh,
Those ones were different.
Oh,
Christ was a
there's-
carpenter, and he actually fabbed these belts himself.
I was wondering where you're going with that. But okay.
Like all the lighting for the Indiana Jones movie, the
Yeah.
Holy Grail one, it was all hung with Yamaha belts. Because it was just in the cave when they found it.
I thought you were going somewhere with that again. Son of a bitch. I thought I was the movie guy. This motherfucker knows movies too.
yeah.
But
Just
I
a
guess
select
not.
few.
Just the blues.
Yeah. And Indiana Jones.
Yeah.
Also Terminator.
Skynet.
Yep.
I caught that reference. Yeah. I wanted to bring it up.
I heard it.
Yeah.
I heard it. So yeah, bummer.
Yeah. Son of a bitch.
That's a bummer.
Yeah,
Well, that's kind of good news for me.
gives us a little more time.
Because I get one more weekend at least.
Yeah, because you're going to Lake Havasu.
Yeah, I got to be in Havasu next week to do some Dakar testing.
Yeah. God, we could have talked about that.
We still can.
Yeah.
Well, we are talking about it right
Yeah.
now.
I wonder how I'm going to merge this together. But
I asked.
When the one clip ends,
Yeah.
if you just like put it at the end of that clip, and you can even hit like crossfade or something. If you want to be really fancy. And they just
I'll put a cross dissolve in
well,
there.
yeah. Or you could do one of those cool ones where like spirals, like if you're in a first grade class or something.
Just all of a sudden, I'm fucking wearing a sweater.
I noticed that. I'm like, okay. He
he's
must
not
have been
wearing a
cool.
hat.
Yeah, exactly. Shit's changed.
I am the same.
Should we give somebody a call in this B? What's Alex's number? You think Alex? Do you think Alex Satine will answer?
I don't know. He said he's loading the trailer.
Nah.
Let's give him a quick call. Quick call.
Is he going to be down there tomorrow with the trailer?
Yeah, he's planning to be there tomorrow morning.
Fuck, I should bring my sled down and go.
Wait, didn't we just have a conversation
What time tomorrow morning?
about this, though?
No, this will be fine.
Are you sure?
This is just thrown in there
Okay, fine.
for extra. Adjust it as we go.
Oh, I'll try.
I hope he answers. He doesn't have my number.
I can call him.
Well, I'm already Bluetooth to the board.
Oh,
Yeah.
I'm not. Okay.
No, you're
You got
not.
the first part right.
No, you're not.
I won't put Alex's number
So we
out
don't
there,
give Alex his number out there.
compromise his OnlyFans account. What?
Okay, we're currently calling Alex Satine.
Wow.
God, I hope he answers. If he doesn't, it's going to be really bad radio.
We can leave him a message.
It's not going to be bad
Hey, this
radio
is
because
Shop Talk podcast.
we're
Just
filling
call
the
us-
void at the moment.
Call us back as soon as you can.
Don't leave him a West Selby message though. Those are not good.
What?
We'll get canceled.
We're not about that here at Shop Talk
Right.
podcast.
Oh, Alex isn't going to answer.
Damn, I was ready to play with the levels and everything.
Your call has been forwarded to an automated voice messaging
was high.
system.
Okay.
We're gonna leave him a
2
message.
1
Oh no! Wait, but you're gonna hear
2
his number now.
4 2
Oh, fuck.
0
God!
1.
Oh,
listen to this part.
I got it. I got it. I turned it down, so.
Well,
What?
it's still on.
I think we're leaving him a message now.
Brody, turn it up.
Hey, Alex Satine. This is Gunnar Arlo and Vince VanSlyke, Kyle Grover, Brody Arlo with Shop Talk Podcast. We're calling you on behalf of the Pine Lake race. Give us a call
canceled.
back. Thanks.
Or don't.
Yep. Thank you.
Thank you. The fuck ends up
He's going to think you're so fucking dumb after that.
He already thinks we're done. We're riding
Yeah.
4 strokes.
Yeah. Yeah. No, that's what I was going to ask him as well.
Ask who what.
Oh, I was
I'm
going to
just
ask.
texting Hannah.
Oh, I was going to ask. I thought you were texting like Alex, like, hey, it's us.
This is not a prank call.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Seems like it is.
He'll probably listen to the message.
Are you
now
going
and
to
then
cut
call us
this
back.
part B? Any?
Maybe. No.
No.
No, we'll leave it in.
This is extra.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is after hours.
After dark.
Brody has the radio voice.
I guess I do. I don't know how I
Yeah,
do.
I could see that.
I don't get it. I really do
I
not
could
get
hear
it.
that.
You could hear it?
I always go back to 94.1 The Falls.
Fuck that guy. I hate that radio station. I'm sorry.
This
you
is
like that-
105.3. That's my favorite radio station.
God.
I don't even listen to the radio.
I don't have a voice.
me
No,
I
fuck
pretty
the
much
radio.
strictly listen to Iron Maiden.
Hey,
What?
me and you got a lot in common.
Listen, man, there are two kinds of music. Okay? There's metal and there's bullshit.
Oh, sure.
That is it.
Okay.
And Iron Maiden is the first one.
Iron Maiden. Do I even know that band?
Oh,
dude,
Jesus
it's
Christ.
in my
I signed
fucking-
up for this shit.
I probably know that band. I can't name you one single song though from Iron Maiden.
You got a bass.
I do have a bass. Yeah.
You got to learn some.
You don't
Iron
even know
Maiden.
who Steve Harris is?
Nope.
Brody got a bass guitar.
Yeah, my fingers hurt at the
Fucking
moment.
believe you guys right now.
My fingers hurt.
Let's go play it.
Sure.
Well, okay. It looks like Alex Satina's not calling us back.
No.
Thanks for watching.
Call Regan.
I thought we were going to talk about Dakar.
Yeah. So yeah, Vince is going down to Havasu to work on Dakar, not Dakar.
I don't know how it's said.
The Dakar rally over in Abu Dhabi or Dubai.
Saudi Arabia.
Oh,
It's all the same thing. It's sand.
yeah. The sand desert. Vince is going to work on some stuff to go to that race.
Yeah.
No way.
Yeah.
The Players Factory team stuff.
That's so fucking cool. God damn.
It's,
The plane ride does
it's
not
a little
sound cool.
different than the first, like 2 years ago they did it, I think, with Matlocks. And it was a real cluster of a program. I think I was down to El Cajon, Plaster City. It's a place, Plaster City.
Plaster City.
Yes. you fly into San Diego, you drive 2 hours back east, and there's a plaster plant, and it's called Plaster City. And like, I bet 90% of the videos like on Fox that you see trophy trucks just bombing through monster fucking whoops are shot in Plaster City.
Damn.
Because they have, I mean, there's like 6 or 7 foot tall whoops here. Like,
Holy
it's
shit.
retarded.
Like you can stand in between them.
Oh yeah, like,
at the edges.
they're huge.
That's insane.
Yeah, and these trophy truck guys just bombing through this like 110 miles an hour. It's so cool.
So fucking cool.
But yeah, so that program, like I think I flew down there like 6 times, and I bet the car ran for 15 minutes. Like it was bad. It was just so last minute. Like everything, like it was really cool. Like, but it just didn't work out great.
Yeah.
So this one, they are kind of doing what they're doing with their factory racing desert program, where it's like same thing with like Star Yamaha. Like it's somebody else, but it's the factory team.
Sure.
So it's like Sebastian Loeb, like the rally car stuff. Like it's their team essentially, so that we're working with.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah.
God, that's cool.
Big French guy.
Oh, that's cool. Dakar.
Dakar.
The best part about going to Havasu is we can have Big Blue Vans. It's a beer that they brew down there. And you can't get it anywhere else.
Oh, really?
I thought you were talking about shoes.
I thought you were talking about a van.
I mean, see,
Vince is
I
a
do
van.
like Vans.
Yeah,
Like,
vans are sweet.
Did you drive here in a van?
He's got a van at mom
does
and dad's
Dolly
right
Parton
now.
sleep on her back?
Sure. Yeah. I would assume so. Yes.
Yes.
I'll have to check out the van. It sounds bitchin', dude.
Van life or no life. I mean, the whole year I raced cross country, just showed up. It was in the back of the van. Unloaded the thing.
Yeah, my brother just got in the minivan game.
Diaper Vipers?
No, I think it's a Grand Caravan. No,
Yeah, that's a Diaper Viper.
okay, yeah, it's white.
It doesn't matter what color it is. It's made by Dodge and it's a minivan.
It's my wife's grandma's. It was sitting at my house, and he just bought it.
Just started
It's
driving
got the tow package on it. So.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, so I think you might see a Gen 2 on a 2-place trailer behind a minivan this year. Maybe even an LT Gray in there. We'll see.
Why'd he buy it? He's got kid on the way? Huh?
No, I just
No?
wanted an extra shit vehicle.
Okay.
Well, it's a hybrid. Like even if it's not a hybrid, it's a hybrid because like you can just drive it into the lake and flip it upside down and just start rolling.
Four sheets of plywood fit in the back of this fucking thing.
Damn. That's pretty impressive.
I put a wall in mine.
Yeah.
Because Trump couldn't build it.
What the fuck? Okay.
So I'd like to separate the garage and the passenger area. And we were at Menards the other day picking up a bunch of stuff. I'm like, oh, we need this trim. So I got like this 10-foot long trim. I'm like, oh, fuck. Like, I don't have a 10-foot section in the van anymore. So I'm driving down the road with it sticking out like the passenger window, like you see all the meth heads do in their minivans.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
That was me.
Oh, sweet.
Yeah, you should be a comedian. Fuck shocks. Be a stand-up.
I just have a general hate for most people, and it comes out as comedy.
Well, yeah, there you go. That's most comedians. Yeah.
Lots of George Carlin, you know.
Yeah. Yeah.
Maybe we'll have a weekly Vince call it.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, a weekly Vince
Like
call
every other weekly. Yeah. Well, nah.
Yeah, except for fucking last week.
Yeah. You laughing fucks.
Wait, we couldn't do the podcast without you. That would be weird as shit.
Without Kyle?
Yeah, without Kyle, we couldn't do a podcast.
Well,
No,
for the first 5
I
minutes.
encourage you guys to, but
No.
my bad.
You know how strange it would be if me and Gunnar were just on a podcast
Sitting
by
here
ourselves?
and then you on the phone? Because I talked to you on the phone while
you on
were
the phone just
while you were sick.
No
You were
child
like,
left behind.
you said it's 60 degrees in my house and I'm just sweating.
no, it was like
That
it was 70 degrees and I was just fucking sweating and shaking. Oh, the fucking DNR sausage didn't fucking come up very well.
fuck that.
Oh yeah.
Well, okay. Well, this episode 10B extended cut.
Yeah.
If Alex calls us while we're still sitting here in the garage bullshitting after
It'll be
this
a
episode, we'll
part C.
maybe fire back up.
Part fucking C.
Thank you for listening.
Yeah.
Episode 10B, part 2.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. Now. Okay. Thanks everybody.
See ya.
Bye-bye.